Yo, and today's live segment will be about the 100 things that make a Pisces crash out. I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Now, I'm gonna give you guys the triggers because a Pisces can crash out. It could be a whole matter of reasons. It's like a ticking time bomb. See, it could be a situation where there's a sabotage that has taken place. As I always say, it's what you can't see that starts it. Let's just say like a Pisces knows they're being lied to and they already knew the truth, but sometimes knowing is better than hearing the truth or the proof in the situation. So the thing about it is, what more do a Pisces feel? See, what more do a Pisces feel? Do they feel the insult or do they feel deception? See, you could feel deception and then crash out because the mere fact that you were fooled for however long before you finally realize how it felt. See, how did it feel first? It's like you could be like, damn, I'm so focused on the deception part of the problem, but then as you begin to grieve or settle or deal with the whole matter of the issue, especially when it's something you can't fix. See, when you can't fix it, it's even worse because now you feel stuck. How you especially when you're smart or you know right from wrong, you know who to deal with and who not to deal with. You can still be put into a bind, you can still be trapped into deception. Now, when let's say you the type of person that has proof of someone doing something, and then it's almost like you deny something that you already had. See, so that can make a Pisces crash out. Could you imagine if you lost the paperwork to something that you really had someone cooked? You already had someone busted. It could have been that file on your computer that didn't save, and you knew what you had. It's time to present it, and all of a sudden you don't have it. Or you tell the big boss on your job that you have or saw such and such or whatever it was, only to find out that the boss doesn't care. That's happened so many times where you could be like, damn, I got something on this person. Can't wait to tell it because you and this person may have bumped heads or they did something to you, you don't like them, only to realize that what was the point? You told somebody that didn't care. They probably cut you off halfway through the conversation. Oh, I found Tony sleeping the other day. Oh, well, Tony's always sleeping. He has kids, and it's like, wow, no trouble, didn't get in trouble for nothing. That can make a Pisces crash out because damn, you just gonna let them slide? Like, when do the rules actually apply? See? So this can make a Pisces trust just evaporate, bro. Especially when they realize that, okay, they knew that they were being lied to. See? They knew they were being lied to when they already knew the truth of the matter. And that's a situation that's triggering. You could be knowing how someone you were dating, someone you're talking to was, cheating, or you knew they were up to no good when you left the house. And then all of a sudden, the person let them tell it, they're just lying in your face. And you just be wanting to you be wanting to crash out. You be wanting to put your hands on the person because you like, why are you lying to me? Like, I know what you did, and now you're sitting here telling this lie. And like, this happened to me before where a Gemini woman, you know, I used to work at the same spot. She hired me, and then all of a sudden, I could tell we all know when someone likes us and when someone doesn't. She was giving me a hard time about the timesheet and clocking in, clocking out. And one time I clocked in, but I forgot to clock out. But then she accused me of stealing time. See, so she was trying to grill me on the time thing, and I'm like, "Yo, it wasn't that. I just forgot to clock out." And she was like, "Well, if it happens again, you're gonna, you know, she's gonna do, disciplinary on me." I'm like, "Okay, well, damn." And then after the fact, I quit. I quit because she started making like younger people managers and bosses. I felt like that was a huge, slap in the face. It's like you're making, younger people, you're making 18-year-olds, whatever manager, just higher, higher tier, um, just giving them a higher tier of a job description. And it's like, yo, people that's older than these people know more, been there longer. She didn't care. So I quit. Boom. I ran into her. And then she probably did recognize my voice. But then as I started to, talk, she was like, "Oh, can I help you with something?" I said, "No, you can't help me with anything." I said, "I would never get any services from this place as long as you're the boss, as long as you're still here. I would not shop here. I would not get any services whatsoever." And she said, "Wow." But someone else was, with her, someone that worked at her little shop. Then she said, "Oh, why can I ask you like why or what led up to that?" I said, "You." I said, "You." She's like, "Who? You know me? Who are you?" I said, "Oh, don't worry about that." Then I said, "Oh, this is Ari." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." But this is the thing. I recognize her voice, but she lied to me immediately when I said, "Oh," I said, "Yeah, the lady Ari." I said, "Yeah, she's a, bitch woo woo." Then she said, "Oh, really?" She said, "What did Ari do to you?" She didn't know the whole time I knew it was her. Then she even said it herself. I'm the boss. Like, come on, bro. I don't like almost as if she forgot who I was. Okay. But then when I gave the whole me, my opinion, it like bothered her. So she started reacting. And then she made it to where I got locked into the shop. And she wouldn't open the goddamn door, bro, from let me out. So she was being super petty about that. But long story short, the whole moral of the story is she knew that I knew who she was, but felt embarrassed and stupid because she thought she was pulling something slick, like as if I didn't know it was her. So that's why I said like that can be a trigger for a Pisces because it can make you crash out because it's like, bro, I know who you are and I told you the truth, and now you're acting as if I'm bugging or something, like I'm tripping. See? What's going on, locked up? Welcome. Let me see. Is it count give me 1 second, I'll make this brighter. I can't see. Okay, so say is it come Eliza? Aisha said, hope I'm saying your name right, said, "Dear, I'm a Pisces. Why is Scorpio always jealous and doesn't allow me to have my own space?" Because they're controlling. They one thing is they're passionate and they have the possession. See, they get it's not only control, but it's obsession. So they get obsessed with things and then they want to make it theirs. See, so it could be the mere fact that he really wants to keep you, but doesn't want you to like walk away or leave or have the option to leave. So sometimes that's where the jealousy comes in because the behavior is intense with the Scorpio. And when they show jealousy, it's not like the basic form of expression when it comes to jealousy. They are more intense. They get loud, they get aggressive, they start yelling, they slam doors, do things, and it's like it can end up manipulating a person because that person wants them to stop. So it's like sometimes it's like you might be telling the Scorpio, hey, chill out, stop, stop, stop. And then they start doing, crash out behavior as well. And then you might feel embarrassed or feel like, oh, and, intimidated. And then you just end up giving in to whatever the Scorpio wants. But most of the time, they just do it intentionally because they know the power. And that's the reason why the Scorpio will not give you your own space, because they want to, that the control is not only control, it's power. See, so if they have power over you, that will mean a lot to them. And then that power to what, for you not to leave them, if that makes sense. Because the detriment of Scorpio, and it also could be their karma, is because they have a difficulty of letting go, just because they don't want to take a loss. They don't want to take a loss. They don't want to feel like they've, you know, that they didn't amount to whatever it was of which they wanted to amount to. In other words, I hope I gave you, I hope, am I making sense to you? Because I feel like, you know, Scorpio, oftentimes they're they're very, very vulnerable. See, once they love someone, they put their all into it, and then that's when the obsession kind of, sneaks in, and then all of a sudden this person just like, they want that control over you. What if they tell you to do something, they want you to do it, you know, whatever the type of interest they have, they want you to, join them on those interests. So you could be feeling, suffocated, because that's the heaviness of the emotions, the intensity that comes with Scorpio, is you start to feel the heaviness of like the person is smothering you under a blanket. You start feeling like, damn, I can't do this. I can't even use the goddamn bathroom without the Scorpio, coming into the venue or restaurant with me. And then you feel like they're like watching you, because they are. They're just trying to make sure you don't get away from them, in other words. Because they can fit. The funny thing about Scorpio, because opposite polarity is Taurus, they know when you're trying to get away from them. Like they can feel when you're pulling away, and all this does is make them probe. They start to probe even more, because they can feel, oh, you're starting to pull away when you start to set boundaries. And boundaries are scary. That's a sure way to get a Scorpio's attention, because they don't respect anyone that's like, that makes things easy for them to, manipulate, control anyway. So they feel that boundary. Oh, that Scorpio is gonna rise up. See, he ain't gonna like that, because one thing about it, that feels like a loss of power, that he can't make you, you know, make you do what he wants because of those pillars. It's like, oh well, because a Scorpio feels like this. He or she may feel like, why do you have the door locked? Or why did you lock your door? Like if you're, just say both of you are in the same, same home, and you wanted some alone time, but you locked the door. A Scorpio would flip out over that lock, just because, why are you locking the door? Like, what are you trying to do? Oh, that's how you really feel about me. They'll really make that lock situation as like a huge big deal, to where you guys will be arguing, and then he'll be like, oh well, no locked doors. you know, if you're just gonna do that, then you might as well just, he'll start gaslighting and just saying stuff like, oh, you should just, if you're just gonna lock the door, then you should have just did this, or whoop de woo. And I'm telling you, they be knowing how to start shit, but then it's like they have to feel like they're controlling everything. They want the door wide open. They want you to be next to them. They want to be neck and neck with you to do everything. And the minute you pull away, they'll try to, once they start to feel like, oh, something is leaving them, they'll try to pull you back close to them. See? So it's just something, one thing about Scorpio, they don't like to lose things, and they don't like to be, ran or led by other people. If that makes sense. Let me see. Yeah, See, EK said very passionate. Their stings be stinging. Yeah, they sting you because of what they say. It's not like a physical sting, obviously, but it's like they sting you because they'll say things in a way that you could feel like, damn, why did you didn't have to say it like that. In other words, it's like they'll say it to where it could feel antagonizing. It could feel like, oh, you know, they just don't care about your feelings, or they might say, you know, things intentional to, get you into an emotional state, because a lot of times that's how they're able to manipulate easier, and they're able to, get their way with you. So you got to be careful, because Scorpio is good at, transforming a situation or person. They can get in your head very, very easily, very quickly. That's in what do we tend to call that? Living in a person's head rent free. They can get in there and start, tearing up some things. You see, at the expense of you, because one thing about Scorpio, they like to get in your head, and I'm telling you, the only way they can successfully do this is by being obsessed, taking control early. So it could be a situation. Let's just say the Scorpio wants to control the bank accounts. So he might not even want to do a joint account. He might want to have access. Might only want to be the only one that has the access. And at times he might do the joint, but the very thing that he's afraid of, he's not going to put that power in your hands. So let's say you guys are, about to get engaged, possibly get married. He's gonna anything that can, make you win or make you escape, he's gonna try to take that idea or that decision from you. See, because you gotta understand what comes with Scorpio placements is Taurus energy on the opposite polarity. So Taurus is very good at sabotage. See, it's like they can take away something because they want to be the one running the shit. See, so in case a fire breaks out, they want to be the one to extinguish it. They don't want you to be calling the shots and making the decisions. So if they got their hands in the financial pot, it's like you can't leave them because, oh, their name is on, the bank accounts. See how they get you? And that's how they sting you, because they could be abusive, they could be just off the chain, and you feel stuck to them because their name is on the damn lease, or their name is on the bank account, or you just can't leave like you would want to, or escape. No, because they set traps. See, they know, oh yeah, if I have my name on this and this, she can't leave without my signature. She can't close on the house without my signature. She can't get this without my name, without me being present. So you gotta be careful, because Scorpio is very, 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 very dangerous when it comes to manipulation. It's more about being subtle and stealthier. So, because they have that, fixed type of mindset about things. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I know it kind of like rambled on, but it's like that's how intense and complex Scorpio, can be. Now, another thing, let me see. EK said they sound toxic as fuck. They are. Facts, facts. And he said he stay away from yeah, I mean, even as friends, I always say this is like, you could be good to one and they could still do you dirty. It's not an amount of how much you do, how much you give. It's just boils down to whether or not you should trust. But if you were to like trust them, I would say don't just be careful. Don't do nothing that most people wouldn't do, if that makes sense, regarding Scorpio. Because they'll try to, have you bend over backwards, loan them things, and you got to look at the whole, reality of look at the whole situation realistically. Okay, come out. So let's see. Kamal said, oh my God, it's true. As Pisces, I learned to hide whenever I make good money. Otherwise, he tries to control and tell me how to spend till I become broke. Yeah, because that's the sabotage. That's the sabotage with Scorpio. Because you gotta understand, like, Scorpio is about, see, with Pluto and Mars, you gotta know that when it comes to Mars and Pluto and Scorpio, Scorpio is about other people's money. And that means that they, like a magnet, they can attract people that gives them money. See, not that, oh, you deserved it or whatnot. It had nothing to do with that. They just have that magnet for other people's money. See, having their hands in everybody's shit. And then all of a sudden, the problem is any form of anything can become weaponized. The money, you know, it could be the family, anything going on, the Scorpio can manipulate. So if they are in a dark place, they're not evolved, they can definitely do little things, play mind games, and they can definitely trick you out of things that you work very hard for, because I'm gonna tell you why. If they cannot control you for it, they'll try to sabotage you with it. See, they'll weaponize it if they do not get the power. See, the power is the control with Scorpio. Everything of which they can't control, they're gonna sting, fam. They're gonna sting for it because, oh, whether that has to be gaslighting you every day, putting up an argument about it every day until you break down and give it to them, because they will not let up. See, because Scorpio is fixed water, so that's like ice. See, it's like frozen ice. So you could literally say something to a Scorpio while they're frozen. We're just gonna use it as example, and nothing gets through that frozen ice. See, because they already have their mind made it. This like they are moving through life with a strategy. So if they can't get you into that vulnerable state, and I'm gonna tell you, when they say that Scorpio, rules the genitals, because that can be used as a weapon for power, man. Power is control to a Scorpio. So if they cannot get you to do something for them, or give them their way on something, they'll sleep with you. They'll sleep with you. And then they know what you can't see is what is the trap, because they'll sleep with you. Then you will feel that submission. See, you will feel, oh, you submitted yourself to this person. Then they'll turn around and say, oh, I need ownership of this, or we got to put this in my name, and I need to have, a 50-50 share or whatever, or custody, whatever. Now that you done slept with them, you got that soul tie going. That Scorpio knows you're bound to that person. Then this is how they get you. Then the Scorpio takes the sex away. That's the control. That's the power. See? Because now your mind start thinking, oh, you're cheating, you're doing this, what are you doing? You freak out because something disturbed the ordinary because of the sabotage. See, and I had to learn this because when I was coming across Scorpio in my younger days, I thought Scorpio was about sex. I misread or misunderstood the whole key concepts of what the whole sex stands for, that I had to relearn this by interviewing several Scorpios and saying, yo, I'll say to them like, yo, are you a freak? And like, hey, what is the whole sex thing? And it's every single Scorpio, they told me that, oh, they ain't just giving it out like that, because they weaponize it. See, it's control sex. It's not the type of love making, or, you're with someone that you love. No, bro. These type of things is controlled. Controlled sex is controlled everything. So where that of which they have to offer must what? Give them power in exchange. See, they like Scorpio is only comfortable where they have leverage. They always have to have something over you. Oh, if you ever were to leave them, it's the fear. I got access to your shit. I got access to your resources. It's cold blooded. And that stings the most because imagine you work so hard for your savings account and you think that Scorpio loves you and you know you guys are always together, lovey-dovey, and then all of a sudden he tries to blackmail you because oh you may have caught him cheating. You notice he hasn't been home, he's been doing, sneaky stuff, and you're done. You can't get away from a Scorpio as easy as you think you can because, oh, you will start to realize that a lot of the love was what? Manipulation. Because now you will feel it. You'll say, oh, that's why you wanted your name on that's why you wanted me to get life insurance. Oh, that's why you wanted your name on the shit. That's why because they concoct everything to come back towards them. See? Oh, so if something happened, they know they're gonna have their name, have their hands in that money pot. See, they're gonna have their hands in the custody and the hands in you can't just leave because listen, Scorpio, the why they fear that says, look, when you leave a Scorpio, how a Scorpio feels is like you taking a piece of their soul with you when you leave. See, and how Scorpio feels is like oh, I feel vulnerable. I felt like you took advantage. That's how Scorpios take it. Oh, you do know I was in your life and, you were mine and we were together. You took a piece of me when you left. So how Scorpio feels is I have to get revenge. And the Scorpio feels like I got to come for you and take a piece of you with me. See, because you took a piece of me, you took a piece of me and then you left. So now the Scorpio will literally come back because oh I need to get something from you now. See, I need to take something from you, which is I have to take a piece of you with me. That's the whole revenge concept. Oh, I can't just let something go. See, if you because to letting go of something to a Scorpio feels like a loss of power, bro. See, so that really they can't accept that. They can't accept the fact that you've lost it. It's over, move on. No, the Scorpio will literally hold on to that as if life or death mattered over that particular thing of which they're holding on to. See? So the control is not letting you leave on your own. See, your own will. When you dealing with a Scorpio, you got to set strong boundaries, like pillars that don't break, don't move. That's why they cannot manipulate Pisces, bro. Because Pisces will draw the illusion that there's no boundary. And then Scorpio is fixed water, so they can only focus on one thing, not two fish. See? So when they think, oh, I got this Pisces in a nutshell, while they work in manipulation on one fish, they get ate by the other one. See? Because you don't see two things moving at once. Because you think you got a Pisces peg, you think you think you done figured out the Pisces. The minute you try to run that sabotage that game and revenge, bro, you tell you like this, you could be damn near dealing with a damn ghost. It can feel like that because you could literally try to catch Pisces and next thing you know, you ain't got shit in your hand, but you thought the Pisces was right there, fam. Like you could just grab it off the damn porch or the damn cabin and just hold on to it. Nope. You could think you signing with the Pisces on some shit, and the Pisces didn't even sign the shit. They're like, yeah, let's sign up for this lease. I think I'll think about it. So the Pisces they didn't even put their signature on the goddamn lease. They put yours though. See? Oh, that's good enough. Okay, well, hey, well, at least one of us signed it, but I ain't signed the shit for a reason. Cause when I'm done, I'm leaving. Oh, then the Scorpio here, remember, oh yeah, but yeah, you better not put my stuff outside because you on the lease. Then the Pisces will agree. Oh, you right, I am on the lease. And then pack they shit and leave. And guess what? The Scorpio think the Pisces is still in the crib, not knowing they long gone. See? Because that's the thing with Pisces knows the whole escapism, see? And it hit different. But with Scorpio, I'm telling you, they can scare the hell out of a person. Think of Tina Turner and Ike Turner. Ike Turner, he could basically behave like a Scorpio, in other words. So he would try to use the intimidation, and you guys know the story. So it's like she was just afraid of him. So she just gave in to everything he said. And most women do. See, I'm gonna tell you, why you gotta have strong will with Scorpio is Scorpio can make you do stuff that you would never do. Look at Diddy. Diddy manipulated all those artists, all those actors, all those people. And you gotta see how did he get power over all those people? Because he did something. He weaponized. I can't say it all on here. You see, you know what I'm saying? Because of the, but I'm gonna say a different word. So he weaponized it into making these people submit, do something against their will in secret. So there was the control, the power of what you can't see. We could look at a person like anybody being famous and not know what they did in the dark with Diddy. And Diddy can play with that secret. Don't you go on that damn TV and television and tell the world you gonna be done with this because I know what you did with me in the dark. Don't let me tell it you. I'll destroy your whole career. Leverage. Leverage. So these artists, oh, what you want me to do? You want me to give up all my money? Yeah, give me the money, give me the check, give me the damn check, or else. The sting comes from, oh, you didn't think I recorded? I recorded you. See, the fear comes from that underworld, the devil shit, because, the secrecy, think of this. Let's say you are a big time famous rapper. Everybody look up to you, right? And Diddy the one that, you done sold your soul. He the person that come and get you. He telling you what you gotta do moving forward. See? And he like, yeah, you gotta come spend the night with me for two, whatever, for a tour, whoop the woo. You can't, your parents gotta sign off on the, the whole letting you stay. And then all of a sudden he do some shit that's just out of this world. Nobody would never think he would do. But because of the confidential thing, he tricked you into thinking that, this is just confidential, but it's really to be used against you in case you try to leave. So you can't leave when you want to because of Scorpio. He made it to where there's no escape, bro. Because once you did the very thing that you thought, it was just in secret, it was just us two, you don't know that this man got evidence. So you can't lie and say it never happened, bro. He got evidence. He got a whole clip. And that one little clip can have control over your whole fucking life. That if somebody found out, your career is over. Because everybody looking up to the biggest rapper, and you don't know he done got his butt on all fours with Diddy. For example, see? Then it's like, oh, damn. These people can't even think about leaving if they wanted to. They'll go broke. They'll perish. So that's why they stay stuck to the Scorpio fam because it's like he owns them, bro. They can't go do their own thing if they wanted to. They were trapped into what? Submission, bro. See? It's a piece of their soul that's with them. See? And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, Scorpio be really, I'm going to tell you a true story, bro. It hurt my heart to even hear this shit, bro. And it was the fact that it was this one dude, right? Scorpio. Young, he probably like 18 years old, whoop-de-woo, right? He met a girl in school that he liked. And you know what this fool told me? He said he found her to be attractive, and she said, and then he said that he purposely got her pregnant just so she couldn't leave him. He moved into her grandmother's house because he didn't want to have his own. So this man set up a whole scheme from the start. He set up a scheme that he was gonna find somebody at school that he liked on the outside, get him, and then trap him. And he was like, hell yeah, I trapped her. Yep. I got her pregnant. I hit it. Yeah. She had 3 kids by me. And the girl probably think, oh, this man really love her and whoop-de-woo, not knowing this man had a plan in motion, bro, the whole time. See? So he literally popping babies and getting her pregnant on purpose just to keep her stuck to him, bro. I'm like, damn, you would think a female would do that to somebody. But no, this man going around, he didn't even care about what he did not care about what kind of goals she had. He didn't give a damn. He was just thinking about himself. See? So that's why I say you gotta be careful. Let me see. Appreciate the happy poo from Misty. Welcome. How you doing? Let me see. Come on, said you are right. I accept all his ideas. Then flip, and he told me am the only person able to hurt him. He never experienced someone like me. I guess it's the other fish. He said I'm a witch or demon. Because the thing about it is, with Scorpio, they cannot. I'm gonna tell you, when you as a Pisces, the one thing that Scorpio hates the most about Pisces is that Pisces are able to outmaneuver them. See, so you could literally say something, you could literally escape, and in those forms of how you do that, the Scorpio cannot find you. So let's say you leave the house, right? Let's say you and your Scorpio are not seeing eye to eye, and you leave the house. The Scorpio won't be able to find you because he's gonna stalk. He's gonna try to look up social media. He's gonna try to follow the little trail and try to find you. He's not gonna find the Pisces, bro. See? Because you will outmaneuver him. You'll be 10 steps ahead. He can't figure you out. So he can't sting you if he doesn't know where you are. See? Because a Pisces can say something and be vague. Oh, where you going? To get a drink? Where are you getting a drink at? A Pisces knows how to just say a little, but not much. See, it's like, oh, you ain't really got nothing to work with. Oh, I'm gonna go get a drink. That could be at a bar, that could be a club, somebody's house, and a Pisces ain't finna tell you all that information. So one thing about Scorpio is Scorpio likes to hold on to something and fixate on it. Obsession. See? So they can have this in their mind that, oh, they have to have a solid information from you. Okay, exactly where are you going? But if you just gave them the whole a drink, bro, they that right there is gonna bother them on the inside, but on the outside, they're gonna wear the poker face because of deception. The facade is birthed there. The facade it belongs to Scorpio because they can act unbothered and they're inside literally like their whole entire like they be super sad, but outside of the shell, they can look like, oh, like nothing's bothering it, nothing going on. So, but I'm telling you, one thing about it, it could be all kind of hell breaking loose on the inside. And a lot of times they ain't finna tell you like, oh, you're hurting me, or oh, I'm such and such, or can it stop? They not gonna surrender in that way. So it's like only way you gonna know is when that Scorpio start to try to say, oh, you're evil, because he's gonna project. See, he gonna project how he is onto you and try to make it seem like you're doing it. But that's really his dark demons that's haunting him. But you got to be careful, because if a Scorpio lose control, then the only way that he's going to get it back is by getting you to go against your morals and beliefs and your will. See, so that's the thing. Like, let's say you're the type of person that doesn't smoke. A Scorpio can make you smoke. See, you got to be careful, because they will test your boundaries and see if they could get you to do it still, even if you told them no. Okay, let me see. Misty said, Kama, probably you can do things that Scorpio didn't know one can do. Pisces magical facts. Flex said, no, you're not. We just have advantages over Scorpio. Um, yeah, I mean, we have advantages over Scorpio, but it's usually because, like I say, Scorpio has their weakness is holding on to, not wanting to let go of things, even if it's bad for them, even if it's like killing them. They can't they cannot let it go, bro. Like, I knew a guy that drank Monster Energy drinks every single night, popping can by can by can. I told him, like, Brody, those Monster Energy drinks are not good for you, bro. And he didn't listen, bro. He just kept drinking them shits, bro. Then one day, we were all at work, and then he said his chest was hurting real bad, like he had excruciating pain coming from his chest, and he kept holding his chest, and then like he ended up having to go home for it. But I already knew why. I'm like, bro, you've been drinking Monster Energy drinks like a damn like water, bro. Been telling you that shit ain't good for you, bro. But he was just like the type of person, until he has to go to the hospital, that's the only time where when he'll believe it. Cause he was stubborn like that. Like, he had a rotten tooth in his mouth, and it was bothering him. And then he went to the dentist, and they told him he's gonna need a root canal. And then all of a sudden, he didn't want to get the root canal. Man, don't you know this man sat with that infection in his mouth for like a long fucking time, too long, to where it had an infection sitting in it, right? Boom. He goes to the dentist. He's like, because he came to work, like his mouth, he said his mouth was hurting so bad. He didn't had ibuprofen, all this, over the counter medicine, didn't work for him. And he's like, bro, my mouth is like just literally just hurting. It hurts to talk type thing, type of pain. So next thing you know, he goes to the dentist. And then he's like, yo, my mouth is hurting. Whatever you gotta do to stop the pain, whoop de woo. And then they told him, you need the root canal. He got the root canal done. And then I asked him, how much did they hit you over for? He was like, oh yeah, it was 1,500, but it was damn worth it. Like, I'm not gonna argue with the dentist. If that's what it's gonna take to, fix this situation for me, then hey, I'm gonna pay the price. But he was trying to brag, like, because he knew he didn't listen to me telling him to go and get that taken care of. He was trying to make it seem like he was already on top of it. Like, bro, so Scorpio could do things like that to try to um act as if, oh, you didn't tell them anything, oh, they knew all along. So you just got to be careful, because sometimes that's just a way for him to feel like, oh, like he's on top of things, in other words. Now, another thing is that could trigger a Pisces is someone treating you like you're stupid, okay? And this is a big one, because sometimes Pisces, like, they don't always show how smart they are. See, they're not like Sagittarius, that's more like, philosophical and want to sit there and tell you how reading is so important and how everybody should read and read out loud is the best. And see, what Pisces is like, they don't. they don't show their power. They don't show their genius, anything that they may have, expertise in, or they could be really, really good at drawing, being super creative with music or anything that's like considered a talent. Where a Pisces is like, okay, yeah, I'm good at this, but I don't want to tell anyone. So it's like sometimes a Pisces just has like these gifts that they used, or put it like this, they have the gifts that they use to themselves, they keep to themselves, and they don't really trust telling people like how good they are with these particular gifts, because they're afraid that they'll get judged for it. They're afraid that oh, I don't want to compete with people, I don't want this to turn into, oh, I'm so much better than you in that. Or so sometimes a Pisces just like feel like it's nobody business but mine only. But here's the problem. When you don't say things such as, oh, I know how to do this, because sometimes a Pisces can act like they're just oblivious to whatever's going on, because they know that, oh, people that have an ego, they're just gonna be boasting, bragging, and trying to talk over me anyway. So I'm not gonna even get into this whole back and forth with these people, telling them like how good I am at this or whatever. So sometimes a Pisces can behave as if this is their first rodeo, even though it's not. See? So one thing why Pisces does this is because they don't want to draw that negative attention to themselves, because they like to keep that peaceful, aura, that vibe, that energy around them. You see? Now, the problem though is that a Pisces observe more than they reveal. See? So they, even though they know something, even though they know how to do something, they would rather see your version of the same thing they've been doing for years. They could be really good at something, but they want to see how you do it. See? Because then as they observe, they're like, okay, they can see oh, you might be doing it the long way, the harder way. You could be doing it the easier way. The Pisces just still takes on absorbs the same thing of what they know about it already, and they take bits and pieces of your way and apply it to their own. See? And then once they go back to perfect their craft, then they're like, yo, look what I made. Look what I did. And then the people are like, bro, why didn't you say anything? You're so good at this, and you didn't even like tell me you knew how to do this shit already. And the Pisces is like, that's the reason why I didn't tell you. Because if I would have told you, first off, look at your sad type of, I'm showing you the creation is ready, it's fully made, and you're sitting here focused on, why didn't you tell me other than what I made? See? So people being finicky, it's like they don't want to give you the credit if you told them anyway. So that's why Pisces is like, you're gonna try to avoid the whole telling me how good it is, because you're gonna be jealous. So why would I even tell you? I would rather just show you when it's ready, when I have created something with it. So another thing is this. Let's say someone thinks they're getting away with manipulation, okay? Then the Pisces will crash out. But see, your Pisces not going to crash out in the same way that you would think how someone else would. See, the Pisces will crash out by becoming cold and distant, just because they already know you're being manipulative. But see how a Pisces will crash out in a form or behavior of what you can't see. See, because you can't see if a Pisces is being cold or distant. You could feel it slightly, but you really don't know for sure if that's the reason. See, a Pisces knows this. See, they know how it looks. They know how you're gonna look at it. So this is how they maneuver, because it keeps the friction away, keeps the chaos under control. Now, another thing is fake loyalty. So this is a big one because Pisces is similar to Aquarius, okay? Because Pisces like to network. People like to talk to Pisces. People are drawn to Pisces. They like to hear how, Pisces, they like to hear how Pisces speaks, how they, interact. Because that friendly, non-judging, compassion that Pisces oftentimes gives, people actually feel alive. They feel accepted. They feel, oh, you actually sit here and listen to me talk. Nobody does. So they feel special. Now, the problem is some of these people are not friend. They're not your friend, Pisces. See, so the loyalty means everything to a Pisces. Now, the problem is, let's say a person supports you in public in front of other people, but then they criticize you in private to other people. See, anytime you want to know if a person is not really loyal, it's all about what they do when you leave the room. So it's always good to have a friend or someone that you know closely watch and observe while you go to the restroom, while you go away for a moment. See? Because the first person that says something like, oh, because one thing about it is the facade, it cannot last long. See? So a person could be fake, but it's temporary. Think of a person wearing a mask and they've had it on all day. Well, eventually it gets uncomfortable holding up that facade, so they have to take it off and relieve themselves. People do this as soon as you leave to go use the restroom or go make a run. They relieve themselves. They take off the mask and they say, "Oh fuck, I hate Tyrone's ass, bro. He's a fucking I can't stand Tyrone, bro." And you see how now they're relieving themselves because they didn't took the deception, the fake mask off, and now they're talking shit because now they feel like, oh, he's not around to hear it. That's why I say that secrets and the shit that you hear behind your back, why don't you never hear how people really feel about you? Because it's there to hurt you. That information will hurt you if you heard about it, because you would just see how conniving and how two-faced and disloyal people really are. We live in a world full of snakes, bro. See, the craziest thing is, why do I use that metaphorically, is because you couldn't imagine how many snakes were actually around you. And guess what? And there's no grass. There's hardly any grass, but there's so many freaking snakes. And they all look different. But this is the thing. No matter how they look, they're all still what? Snakes, bro. And they do the same shit. That's why I tell people, oh, I'm hanging out with Chris and Tyrone and Jordan. And it's like, so? They're just different snakes. You ain't, bro, you could still be finessed and play with different people, bro. Because some people think, oh, I just got to find better friends. Bro, no, you don't, bro. You can literally find folks and they're just different snakes, bro. See, but how do you have to, I'm going to tell you how the only way you can find out if someone's a snake or not, see, is you have to behave like a hunter. It's cold-blooded. You got to trap the snake. Bro, let me stop, bro. You got to trap the snake. Because a snake can only do snake ass shit, bro. So if I set a trap, only I know who it's for. It's cold-blooded. So when I catch something, I'm like, oh, got one. Now either it can eat it, hey, because you got to have the mindset like this anyway. In life, eat or be eaten. Eat or be, or no, it's eat, yeah, eat or be eaten. So it's like, okay, well, I'm not here to be liked. See, I'm here for a purpose only. That should be your desire. Because I'm telling you, when you go into a situation, you want to meet people, it's not going to always go how you expected it to go, bro. You got to be, you have to focus on, okay, I'm not here for all that. Now, if I meet a person, let me tell you this secret. You might meet one person that's cool out of a whole 20 seated, arena full of folks. You might get one, and guess what? You can only have as many friends as you can fit in your pocket. So that should tell you something. In a world full of snakes, bro, this is why you got to have one or two people that you actually know are cool, and the consistency goes with it to determine whether or not they are loyal. See, knowing somebody for 2 weeks, it's not a friend, bro. I don't care what they did in them 2 weeks. That's not long. That's not a long enough time. And I'm gonna tell you, how do we know this to be true? How long does it take to catch a fish? If you went fishing, how long would it take for you to put bait on the damn fucking hook, throw it out there? How fast will you catch a fish? How long does it take? Nobody knows. And that's how long it takes to get to know someone, bro. You can't put a time limit on it, bro. You can't, because look, you could really be knowing somebody for 5 years, right? And get comfortable. Because you're focused on the time. That by the fifth year, they snake you, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, how did they snake you? And you've been knowing them for 5 years. Because you treated them differently. You gotta treat a snake like a snake, bro. You can't treat a snake good. You can't forgive a snake. No second chances. No second chances, bro. You bit me one time before. Guess what? I'm ready for the next time you try that shit. I'm snapping your gut. See, you gotta be ready for him. Okay, you got me that one time, but guess what? I would never allow you to have another chance to bite me ever again. See? Because now remember who you are, who you really are. If a person can really look at a person and only focus on, oh, they're friendly, they come around me all the time, and bro, once you get too comfortable, you go to sleep, take a nap. I'm telling you, you don't think that snake is paying attention to you? Now you trust me now. You never was supposed to trust me if I'm a snake. I can only do one or two things: deceive you and then eat you or bite you. See, if I can't fit you in my stomach, then hey, I gotta wait. I gotta stretch out and wait a little longer until my belly can stretch a little longer to fit you in my belly. See, it's like a snake can only bite you, put the poison in you, do you a certain type of way, either wrap you up. See, but the thing is, on every single attack from the snake, I'm gonna tell you, a snake can't bite you, can't sneak up on you without you what? Without you knowing, bro. It's cold blooded. Because you was never supposed to trust this. See, you was supposed to get to know the the person to determine whether or not they were what? A snake or not. But then when you make mistakes of trusting them, they do you dirty. So I always tell people to wait, bro. Wait. Get to know people. Wait, bro. Slow down. Don't be quick to just be doing stuff so fast in a hurry, bro. Because you never know. I ain't gonna lie. When I get to know a person, I have a strategy. Okay. Because you just can't ask somebody for ID or, oh, what's your real name? And, oh, what's your, woo, woo, woo. So you got to go do different measures to get that information. See, without them catching on to what you're trying to do. And what I do is I normally ask people for their ID to make sure, oh, the age, woo, 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 but they don't know that I'm actually asking for the ID to get their name. See, then I go on CCAP. look on CCAP, and then I look to see if they got any felonies, warrants for whatever it was. Because guess what? It's what you can't see, bro. You got to trust that information versus, oh, what they tell you. Nobody's gonna tell you, oh yeah, by the way, I got armed robbery for such and such, 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 and yeah, I took this, and because they know, oh man, damn, you did this. I don't want to deal with that. Or that type of person. I don't want you coming to my house if you're stealing. So you got to know, like, when you see Cap, now you can see. And it's not for you to judge them. It's for you to know, bro. It's just for you to know. Because it's like, it take time to change. See? So it's like, oh, you got arrested in 20-something. Okay, yeah, that was a long time ago, but you still did it, bro. Because guess what? If I did something, you going to hold me accountable and not let you're still going to remember, okay, but you still did this, though, bro. Which means what? You're capable. See, which means you can still have some of them traits. Like you could get clean, go to church, and still have those ways. If you was a pimp in the city and then you got cleaned up and you came to church, that don't mean you just gonna drop all them pimpish players' ways, bro. You might still try to work some of that shit in the church because you got to be delivered, bro. Deliver mean I ain't never doing it again. And not many people can do that, bro, because they've been in that game, that mentality has been embedded in them, bro. That ain't no different than being, birthed into something. It's hard to stop something when that's all you've ever saw growing up, and it's in you. See what I'm saying? Not on you. So some people can get delivered. And I know a dude like this, bro. He was a gift of gab. He was one of them player type dudes. He was always in the streets finessing folks. Then somebody shot him. Somebody popped him. Then he got his life right. And guess what? He's a Scorpio. And he told me, man, I was in them streets, man. I was off the chain, whoop-de-woo. He could get whatever he wanted from you. Then one day he got shot. Boom. And that experience, him getting shot, set him down. See, he chilled out. Then he became a pastor. But the craziest thing is, my mother was going to his church, right? Next thing you know, my mom said, like, yo, he invited her to church, but she showed up late. And this is the craziest thing. She showed up late to church. And it was like they was wrapping everything up. But once he seen my mom walk in, guess what he did? All right, everyone, I want to give a shout out to my friend, whoop-de-woo. She's a such and such, such and such. You got anything to say in front of the church, right? Boom. Then he said, oh, you missed. He boldly walked up to my mother and said, oh, you missed the offering. You know what? Let's get another offering. Let's run it back. Like, let's get another offering for Miss, such and such. So, she have a chance to whoop de woo. Manipulation, bro. And she caught on to it. She said, no, if y'all already did the damn, if y'all already passed the little thing, the pot around, and y'all did the little, the giving thing and all that. She was like, you ain't never heard somebody do that twice. The offering. She said, if I missed it, that's supposed to be done with for the night or for the day. It's up to me if I want to give something. So then, after he was pissed because she didn't put nothing in the thing. Then he boldly walked up to my mother and said, sister such and such, would you like to give a token? Anything, anything is good, anything, because, praise the Lord, anything you want to give, we could always use it. And she said, no, I don't know. And then why am I mentioning this? Because she's a Pisces, bro. Can't manipulate a Pisces. Pisces to see the whole freaking game being ran. And you think she gonna you think she gonna put something in that shit after she didn't sing or it orchestrated? Nope. And he kept, bro, the crazy thing about Scorpio, is they do not give up, bro. And not giving up is almost like not dying, bro, because, bro, even after she said no, he followed her to the car. Like, oh, like, you know how bold and uncomfortable that could be, that somebody keep on mentioning money and just, could you give this and could you give just even $20? Just like, bro, the man was just following my mother. She's like, what the hell is he doing? And she was like, no, I'm not a bank. She just hit it right out there. I'm not a bank. And then guess what he did? He stopped calling my mom. That's crazy, bro. See how I told y'all, just because you in them streets, bro, and you change your life, don't mean you stop doing them snakish ways, bro. You still a snake, but you just a good snake, bro. It's like, oh, I ain't snake. I ain't the worst snake in the world like I used to be, but now I'm a good snake. See, that's why I be telling people, find out if somebody's a snake or not first, bro. Because you don't want to know, be cool with a snake for 5, 6 years. Oh, because they ain't snaked you yet. Oh, yeah, he good, though. That's my homie, bro. That's my brody. And then all of a sudden, he do you dirty. And it be the ones close to you, because how did he get close to you? You trusted him, bro. You trusted him for being somebody else. And he was never that. He was never that. And that's why I tell people, like, don't let people get too close to you, bro. Because that's what, if a person is really trying to earn your trust too fast, too soon, don't trust it. And they can give you things, they can trick you. They might give you something, let you hold something of value of theirs to mess with your mind and to make you, think something different. But I'm telling you, you gotta have your own boundaries, bro. Your own. See, boundaries are restrictions for yourself. See, your boundaries put you back in control of yourself. Self-control gives you self-control and also protection. See, and keeps you from getting, manipulated, or being on somebody else's time. Because that's why I say, like, if you have set time that you want to be in bed at night, you turn your phone on D&D because, oh, I don't want nobody calling me and disturbing my sleep when I gotta work in the morning. Those are boundaries, bro. But if you just let folks wake you up in the middle of the night and your phone is on and you constantly, oh my God, I gotta work and who is this? They're controlling you, bro, because now you're reacting and you're giving them your emotions. See, but you're not setting the pillars. You're not setting the boundaries to stop it. Because also the benefit of boundaries is peace. Because once you put up a wall, a fence to block something out, now you got peace. See, because only you can allow it or block it. See, and it's not up to them to do so. Now, another thing is, let me see. Kamal said, I am worried. I detached for good. I stopped sex, sharing weed, or a bedroom for, he said, for gaining my alone time in peace. He's not yet giving up or leave me. What is it? He is waiting for, we said CZ and I'm done. No, so the thing is, you got to put him out. You got to change the locks. You got to set the boundary. If he can't see your boundaries, then what you got to do is make stronger ones. See, because you can't, this is the thing. Scorpio, you cannot, I'm going to tell you, Scorpios do not read, they do not feed into hints. Like, they don't, and they do this intentionally because they know, oh, what you're trying to do. They know what you're trying to do. They know when you don't want them. But what they do is they stay, they sit, they wait. Because they're like, oh, you ain't physically telling me to leave. You're not locking the doors. You didn't change the lock. You didn't get the restraining order. You have to set stronger boundaries for the behavior of the Scorpio to stop, bro. Because I'm telling you, you got to get in their face like, get the F out of here. I'm not playing with you. Oh, you ain't leaving? I'm calling the police. That's how you got to come at them, because they're going to play with you, and they're going to play these mind games like, oh, you guys have a little argument. Then all of a sudden things chill out. He's still on the couch talking to you as if you guys are still together. And he's refusing to leave because he wants you to tell him to leave. And he's not going to leave because he's going to say, well, you never told me to leave. You just kept talking and saying how, oh, you don't like this and you don't like that. Because one thing with Scorpio, they do not, I'm telling you, they do not read hints like Pisces does. See, because Pisces knows, oh, you want me to leave. So Pisces, you know what the craziest thing? Pisces knows when you want them out of here without telling them. It's cold-blooded. A Pisces can feel the energy shift with a person that's quiet or not saying much. A Pisces can like, you know what? Hey man, I'm finna go, man. I'll catch y'all later. And the person that wanted you to leave get to looking at you, Pisces, like, how you knew I wanted your ass out? They get to smiling because they salty that they didn't tell you to leave first. See, everything is all about power struggles and self-will. Because people want to be the first one to do it. They want to be the one telling you to get the hell out. But when you make the decision, because you felt it first, the intuition is like, oh, dude acting funny because he wants you to leave. Oh, he ain't rolling up with you because he ain't expect a match with you. He was trying to match with old boy, but because you're with him, he wants you to leave first. That's what the whole stall is for. So then Pisces just get up and leave. Then the very person that, felt like that is like, he finna go. Cause it's like, oh, you done beat me to whatever it was first. It's like, oh, you done read my mind. So that's why Pisces is like, Pisces feels the energy behind the person first. Before the person even think, before it register for the person to do it first. I was like, let me just excuse myself. Let me dismiss myself. Cause cause one thing about Pisces, they probably don't even want to be there anyway. See, it's like, you just gave me a green light. Shit. If I've been waiting here at this stoplight, I was hoping it would turn green so I get the hell up out of here. So I'm glad you're acting funny and acting like you want me gone, so I just leave. See? Now, another thing is, yeah, they can be obsessed, but they can be obsessed with the power struggle. See? Because Scorpio, they'll stay neck and neck with you and not leave. But then you got to be careful because they know, okay, like I say, they'll play the whole role. They ain't got nowhere to go. Control, bro. See? They'll say things like, I didn't leave because where am I going? I ain't got nowhere else to go. And then they playing with your emotion because it's like, you gonna just put me out and not give a damn? That's why I said because they can, with Pisces, I'm gonna tell you the game, the mind game. Scorpio can act like they don't see your boundaries. See? Because I'm gonna tell you, everything below the surface, including your strengths, has to be shown. See, verbally. Because one thing about it is, with Scorpio, they're here to transform people. Because you could have like all these things of what you want to say to a Scorpio, but you might not have the power to say it because you haven't, transformed into your energy. But with them, you got to show them the energy. You got to be like, look, get out of here. You got to be on that. You got to be on them, because once you transform and realize this is no longer serving me, then you got to say it with the confidence, with the power, like, I ain't doing this. This ain't it. And you finna get out of my face and get your SH, and get out. Because if you don't do it like that, the Scorpio is not gonna move, bro. Because I'm telling you, Scorpio is all about conquering. See, Mars. So when that Mars is there, internally, you gotta know this. See, what Aries is outwardly. The energy is pushed out. See, that's why they become impulsive, wanting to, bump heads and fight for what they want. But with Scorpio, it's inwardly. So could you imagine them being just as chaotic and hostile, but not showing a goddamn thing on the outside, but inside, bro? See, inside they feel that energy. So now they just like plotting and planning and scheming and being manipulative with it. So that's when you gotta like, okay, you could be manipulative and all this, but it ain't gonna work. See, because guess what? You still gotta leave. See, it's like little thing, and you got to do the thing how you used to do with your kids. One, two, get out of my face, get out of my house. Three, four, and they just like, you got to know, they got to see, oh, she's not playing with me, fam. And she doesn't give a damn if I ain't got nowhere to go. You got to get the hell up out of here. And you got to reinforce, because Scorpio will challenge you. Oh, well, let me call my brother. Yeah, call your brother, because you got to go. Hey, Jordan, bro, is Ricky with you? Ricky, hey, can you pick me up, bro? And he purposely putting it on speakerphone because he wants you to feel sorry for him. uh oh, Ricky gotta work. Oh, yeah. Okay. What time Ricky get off? Oh, he ain't getting off the damn. So you think he might take me tomorrow? Oh, well, you gotta call back. Okay, well, yeah. See, I can't even get a hold of my brother. He ain't talking to my cousin. Yeah, I ain't going by Joanne's house because, we don't get along, and you got to still reinforce that boundary. Well, look like you're gonna be sleeping outside tonight, buddy. Hey, cause it is. Hey, I'm not finna let you run me. See, cause you gotta put your foot down with Scorpio. You have to, bro. Cause they will take advantage, bro. Like you cannot give them no leeway, bro. Once they done pissed you, like it got you to that point, that limit, you have to act on it, bro. And even if it turns into a Tina or Ike Turner situation, you still have to act on it, bro. Because Scorpio can I'm telling you, they can trigger you into crashing out to where they won't leave. It's like you screaming, yelling to you blue in the face, and it still ain't making them leave. It's like they still trying to talk things out. They're still trying to make you, make it seem like you're the one, you're the problem, and that type of stuff. So it's like they can get a reaction out of you, and then you end up going to jail. But that wasn't the plan. But the Scorpio baited you into getting you arrested. See, because they couldn't get their way. And if you put your hands on, oh, she hit me though, and I was getting my stuff, and then she hit me. Like, you got to be careful. Scorpio is very, very sneaky like that. See, if they can't control you, they'll try to get leverage and try to catch you doing something illegal or any little thing because I'm telling you, at that moment glance, they are trying to take you with them. If the Scorpio ain't got nowhere to go and you got a good job and you got shit going for you, oh, that jealousy kick in when, oh, you won't give him a second chance. Oh, he'll call your job and say some weird shit, get you fired, have you broke, have you out here bad like him. Just because he don't want to see you with somebody else. See, I'm telling you. Now, let me see. Welcome everybody. Let's see. Welcome Latecomer. Welcome Marcia. Jorador. What's going on? Welcome. Is that Aaliyah? Kamal said, True, I had to set the boundaries by going separate room. He was constantly controlling and disturbing my sleep. Yeah, that's the thing. I recommend, like, when you go to bed, put your phone on D&D, do not disturb, because I'm telling you, you gotta set boundaries. Like, people gotta know that they cannot contact you or break your sleep or just do things, because you have, things ready for them when they try to do that. One is, see, and I'm gonna tell you why, because people don't want to respect boundaries, see, or accept them. So they're gonna challenge you, see, and try to ignore the mere fact. Now, the reason why, once the loyalty, like I say, let's say you support a Pisces in public, but then you criticize them in private, then the outcome is the Pisces can crash out in such a way that the relationship just never returns to the same level that it was once at. So that could be how the fake loyalty, ends up dissolving. Now, when it comes to weaponizing the Pisces kindness, see, a Pisces can help, like I say, help someone or a situation because they care. But then sometimes people will constantly take without giving back is the problem. That can make a Pisces crash out, because once a Pisces crash out in that way, they will just stop helping altogether. Once you just start, not giving back. A Pisces will do one kind gesture and then you don't reciprocate. All of a sudden, a Pisces ain't gonna do it no more for you. See? Now, let's just say you underestimate a Pisces, then, like, because I'm gonna tell you, people oftentimes mistake a Pisces calmness for weakness. And then all of a sudden, people think a Pisces is too quiet, that they won't respond to disrespect. But then when a Pisces crash out, they will have what? They will end up doing that surprise withdrawal. Or it could be a confrontation. Because the thing about it, if a Pisces withdraw, like they crash out and they just say, you know what, I'm blocking everybody. That's still hurtful, even if you guys had a confrontation. Because a Pisces ain't gonna care, bro. Like, if a Pisces realize, like, boom, y'all, you do something, then the Pisces like, okay, I'm blocking everybody. Do you think these people would be unblocked? No, because that was a sacrifice for that Pisces to feel like things needed to start over. A Pisces is always willing to start over, start from scratch, redo it. See, run it back with a whole new everything. See, now, another thing, if you betray a Pisces and that Pisces defended you, then this can make a Pisces crash out, because let's say a Pisces just felt, foolish just for believing in the other person. Then all of a sudden, it's like protecting a friend who later turns on you. But you was protecting them. You were protecting them, making sure they were good. Then all of a sudden, this can make a Pisces crash out, where there'll be permanent emotional shutdown. See, it'll be a permanent emotional shutdown for that Pisces. Now, the problem is, like I say, see, the thing, I'm going to tell you why it hurts the most, because it's what you can't see. You don't, people don't see the betrayals. That's why they think Pisces are, they think we're full of shit, because they don't see what people are doing. They just see the boundaries, bro. And then they want to say the Pisces is too harsh. Oh, you're sensitive. Oh, damn, you blocked him. Damn, you unfriended and blocked him. Oh, god damn, what did he do, bro? These people they be doing shit, bro. They do weird shit, and guess what? There's weird punishments. They gotta reap the weird punishments from the weird ass shit they be doing. And it's unexplainable. You can't Pisces cannot explain what somebody just did to them, bro. All all that all that is left for someone to know or witness is that a Pisces is done with their ass for good. But the thing is when Pisces tries to tell someone that has nothing to do with the situation what happened, in their disposition, they basically blame the Pisces. Like, oh, they think, oh, you handled the situation emotionally, or you handled the situation out of your emotions. Oh, damn, bro. Or they'll try to say, I don't think he meant it like that. So it's like to try to make a Pisces feel stupid, or oh, like you're just out here doing things to people and not getting the full, you know, understanding of what's going on. So yeah, definitely, Janae, you said people be knowing what they doing. You play the game, but we gonna play it better. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and the thing is, like, sometimes if a Pisces stop doing something, all it really means is that it's the ending of that cycle, bro. See, for that person, it's like a Pisces. It doesn't mean they stop loving you. They just don't do the deed anymore with you. The cycle, the pattern. So you could be a family of a Pisces. They still love you. Ain't no love lost, but you cannot come over no more. See, whatever it was you was doing, that's over with. See, we ain't running that back. Nah, you stole from me, but you was my cousin. I still love you. No love lost, but you can't come over my house no more. Nope. Somebody always got to be there. See, I ain't even say you couldn't come over. Somebody got to be there. You just can't come and just be off to yourself. I got to have a damn security guard, somebody watching you while you're over. See, and it can't be when I'm not home. So it's always the boundary that's still there. It's always the boundary that's still there, and it stays there, bro, for a lifetime, bro. Because with you, I'm going to tell you, if a Pisces doesn't set the boundary, bro, and crashes out, you're cooked. You're fries, bro. You fries, because what would stop that Pisces from just, man, having all these evil thoughts and just act on it, bro? Nothing. If nothing's there, the boundary is what keeps the, oh, man, don't let it happen no more. Put up a big, huge, a huge fence. Don't let that happen. Don't let that person get easily up into your personal space, your energy. So now Pisces like, you know what? I got to put up a fort, build a fort. It's gonna be a fortnight for whoever try to come up in here and do some shit, do some damage. It ain't gonna work. By you breaking the wood down, I'm already building something else, because I know. See, a Pisces starts to read their enemies, bro. The hidden enemies. Pisces starts to learn from their enemies. See that, okay, this is what they like to do, so I'm gonna block it. And you don't even know that the Pisces set up something for it, because you don't even think a Pisces would think that far ahead, because a Pisces is playing chess, bro, not checkers. A Pisces already see all your moves before they even play the game, bro. You thinking they playing the game by your rules. No, a Pisces makes their own rules, but they're just, the illusion is that, oh, I'm playing your game, but I'm not, bro. I already peeped all your moves ahead of time, but now what you don't see is my boundaries, bro. And once you run into one and you do something to go against me, guess what you're going to end up running into first? The boundary. And then you're going to trip over the boundary, and I'm going to say, damn, bro, why you coming at me like that? Damn, why you so calm about it? Because, bro, you wouldn't have failed and cracked your neck had you what? Had you seen the damn boundary. So now I got to remind you that it's there. It's been there the whole time. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect. Bro, you disrespected me anyway and found out that wasn't the right move to take. Boundary been there the whole time, bro. I just ain't go broadcasting that, yeah, I got a big fence in the backyard, so anybody try to jump over and do some shit, think otherwise. I'm not gonna tell you where my boundaries are. Once you cross them, you gonna know you fucked up. That's how it goes. See, you don't get to pick the consequences. Just don't do no just don't do no fuck shit. It's like, just be cool and we good. But it's like you gotta always, like, Pisces reminds people with those boundaries. If you find a Pisces without any, I feel sorry for you. Because some of them type of Pisces will literally, they will shoot first, ask questions later. Because they ain't got no boundaries. What that means is they don't have the mechanism to go to as to why shit happens. So what that type of Pisces would do is they will feel things first, clap, and then they'll say, damn, I probably shouldn't have done him like that, but dog, he did this and pissed me off. The boundary is what stops you from crashing out. See? Because it goes back to the lesson. Oh, you weren't able to come over anyway. See? So now that you done showed up, I could just reinforce, tell you to go back home because you can't come here. The boundary was already in motion. That's like, let's just say you got a family member, right? And he was homeless. Something happened, and then he walked to your house. But you told his ass, you can't come to my house no more because you stole from me. The boundary is still there, but guess who doesn't see it? The family member. See, he's in a pile. He got himself into some deep doo-doo, right? So now he like, damn, he's desperate. I'm gonna go to my uncle's house because, woo, I need somewhere to go. But he doesn't see the boundary. So he knock, 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 knock. Hey, uncle, hey, I'm stranded. You answer the door. What's up, man? Hey, man, I'm stranded, bro. I ain't got nowhere to go, bro. I've been walking around and whoop-de-woo. You the only person that I could think of that's in the area, and this was close to what happened. Nah, bro, you can't come here, bro. I ain't got nothing for you, bro. You stole from me in 2016, bro. That shit you did, bro. I shouldn't even. Hey, you lucky I ain't take off on you. You lucky I ain't take off on you right now, shit. Because that's the thing, bro. The Pisces is, see, the problem is the Pisces could feel that they might feel like it's not enough. Like, bro, I should have just, like, you lucky I didn't do more or something worse. But you show up, you being in my face brings back these memories, bro. Like it just happened, bro. Even though I done forgave you, I done did this, and you come knocking at my door was the same way you stole from me, bro. See, that's the thing. You did the same, how you look now, how you act now. You stole from me with this same type of energy, bro. And it's like, bro, you did, oh, you want to come stay? Nah, bro, you did me dirty the same way you are now, asking me for a favor, bro. No. Oh, okay, man. All right, bro. And they leave like, bro, no, the boundary's still there. It ain't leave just because you in a rut. No, bro, because you did me dirty, bro. I got to give it back to you. See, because you didn't appreciate it. So that's the thing where they get Pisces messed up is that, bro, once I cut your ass off, don't come looking for me. I ain't got nothing for you. Ain't got nothing for you. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Oh, because you didn't want to be accountable. You owe me money, so now you coming back talking about the lights is off? I ain't the one, bro. I ain't got nothing for you, bro. Man, I mean, I got kids, though, bro. You know, my niece and nephews, they ain't got no help, bro. I ain't the one, bro. I ain't the one. That ain't, we gotta go ask somebody else, bro. Yeah, you didn't even pay me back the 150, and now you asking for something else. What happened to my 150? Nah, bro. See, you got to set the boundary. People think, oh, they don't see it. You got to show them that it's still there, bro. Like, yeah, I ain't forgot, bro. It ain't like I'm old. Yeah, I'm getting old, but I ain't forgot what you did. I ain't holding a grudge either, but because you asking for something else, you got to clean up the shit that you done did already, bro. You ain't even clean up the mere fact you owing me. See, that's how people be coming and playing in your face. You like, bro, don't do that, bro, because, bro, you showing me you think it's sweet. It's never sweet, bro. It's sugar free, bro. Don't come over and thinking that, oh yeah, I can ask for something, cause yeah, hey, I ain't heard from such in a while. That don't mean nothing. See? Now, another thing is a Pisces, like I say, repeated disrespect disguised as jokes. See? Let's say a person disrespect you, but they try to make it seem like they're always joking. Well, here, I'm gonna tell you, jokes come from the mask, the facade, because the person doesn't want to own it. They don't want to own the insult. So they got to put on a smile and laugh so they can get away with it, with what they say. So people joke, the shit they joking about is how they really feel about you. So when they roasting and ribbing you and cutting you down, and they mentioning topics and things about you that you can't control, that's how they really feel about you. But they laugh it off so you can't hold them accountable, because I'm just playing with you, bro. Damn, don't be so sensitive, and it's just a joke, you and your body. Don't let that fool you, because they trying to hide behind that joke, bro, with real insults, bro. So here's the thing. When you do it more than one time, it's not a joke. You've never seen a comedian go on stage and say the same goddamn joke twice, because it's not funny after the first time. You keep doing it. You keep doing the same goddamn joke. It wasn't meant to be a joke the second time. See, because the pattern, where there's a pattern is intentional. The pattern starts when they do it again. So now you know it ain't no fucking joke. Because they want you to accept the insult, bro. So here, the constant just kidding insults. Oh, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just playing. Don't let that. I'm just playing. You know me. I troll, bro. That shit is lies, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, don't you think for one moment of you doing that, it's just a joke. Well, when I put my paws on you, I'm going to laugh and say I was just joking. Because that's how Pisces going to crash out on your ass. And they ain't going to say nothing. They going to just switch. They just going to get off on you. They going to laugh and say, don't take it personal, bro. Don't be sensitive. Get out of your feelings and emotions. I see you getting mad, bro. I was just joking. We call that mirroring. Oh, it don't feel good. No, you wasn't joking. You punched me in my face. No, but you just said those jokes. That feel like a punch to my face. Am I lying? See? So, here's the thing. If you try to use a Pisces for emotional labor, they're going to crash out on you, bro. See, everybody likes to dump their problems onto Pisces. We call this U-hauling, because you ain't moving no goddamn furniture. You moving your goddamn drama, trying to dump it on us. It's called trauma dumping. Man, you won't believe how they did me at work, though, bro. I got fired on my day off. Then they had a lunch-in and tell me why when I got there, they don't tell me I can't eat because I'm fired. And you like, oh, man, well, damn, bro, you can come on and get a plate for me, bro. Man, it ain't even that, though, bro. And I really needed that, bro, because, you know, tell me why, man, somebody came, stole the salt off my goddamn porch. And I done lost my goddamn job. One was sat up there and slipped and cracked my damn skull on the damn porch. Ain't that something? Yeah, man, that's bad, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they be stealing the salt, bro. You gotta put it away, bro. And then my dog, tell me why my dog was barking loud. The neighbors told me that, they called the police and said, I'm keeping up a bunch of noise. Tell me why the police came to the damn door, bro. It's like, bro, they just don't hear the damn dog. That's what the damn dog does, is bark. Yeah, man, bro. Yeah, that's bad, bro. Yeah, I hear you, but I feel that, bro. That's kind of bogus. And then tell me why, bro. It's Father's Day, and not none of my kids acknowledged it, bro. You know how that make me feel? I got kids your age. Didn't even say Happy Father's Day. So now I got to feel like a single man in a can, bro. And another thing, bro. Bro, tell me why I seen the Pisces is like, bro, you say one more thing, I'm gonna beat you. You say one more thing, I'm gonna F you up, bro. Cause a Pisces will crash out and be like, yo, stop it, man. I don't wanna hear it no more. And then everything get quiet, cause I'm gonna tell you, bro. When a Pisces snap, it be funny because a Pisces be all calm and chilling, like, yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, but cause the Pisces trying to escape, bro. You suffocating them with all that bullshit, bro. And they can't handle they get overwhelmed. They can't handle all your shit and theirs. So they trying to breathe and you keep dumping, and just keep digging that dirt and throwing that heavy ass dirt on that Pisces, on their mental. Before the Pisces would be like, stop telling me this. Stop. Don't say nothing else. Or I'm leaving. Then they'd be like, you know what? You see, now I see why they call you a Pisces, bro. I'm done, bro. They'll get up and leave. And I'm going to tell you, people will get so hurt. They'll never talk to you again, Pisces, because that outburst, because you basically set the boundary, bro. They can't handle your boundaries, bro. And then a Pisces, the funny thing with a Pisces, they'll be like, I'm sorry, bro. I ain't even go off on you like that, bro. But you was just like, you just kept throwing that. You just kept throwing all that shit on my mental, bro. And like I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to, think straight, bro. I can't. Nah, bro. But you just went off on me, bro. Like, nah, bro. I don't even care, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. And then the Pisces get mad again. Well, but don't talk about it then. I don't want to hear it anyway. I tried to work with you, and yeah, man, you know what, man, F you too, then. Yeah, okay. So you don't have money. Man, you was one of them, see, I know you, bro. You that type of, bro, I knew you didn't, that's how you really feel about me. Bro, then the Pisces like, I can't even win. So people just want to use me for nothing, and I don't get shit, bro. Then the Pisces be like, you know what, quiet, silence. And then the person is just like, yeah, you start talking to themselves. They can start talking to me like, yeah, man, you think he is nothing? Yeah, man, then you come on here talking about China, tall and bald head, look like Sinbad. Bro, listen, bro. It's a reason why, at this moment glance, everything the person starts saying is literally, it's like the ocean. It's like the waves just going, it's just still like a calm. You could throw rocks and guess what? You don't hear no splash. The Pisces ignoring your ass like you ain't even sitting there anymore. We call this dissolving all boundaries. The Pisces is done with you. You're done. What you still talking for? I'm not going to respond. That's when you have, hey, that Pisces has emotionally checked out, bro. Only thing left is the shark. And guess what? The shark ain't finna do nothing. You're dead. See, one thing about a shark don't want nothing that's dead already. The shark wants something that's alive and swimming and scrambling and splashing and doing, don't, screaming for their goddamn life. But if it's dead already, a shark like, I don't want that shit. It's been sitting too long. See? Now that's funny because that's how I'm telling the shark in a Pisces is like, I ain't finna fool with this person, man. He ain't on nothing, bro. And they just move on. See? The problem, that's why I say you got to know whenever somebody doing you like that, where they're just dumping on you, and you can't get a word in, you feel like they just take like treating you like a damn treating you like a vacuum or something, where they only giving you all the bull, like all the shit that it's like, bro, this ain't even none of mine. And then you like, anytime you try to say something to help to heal the person out of what they're telling you about, but no, bro, wait. What you mean I should have went in there and talked to them folks at that luncheon, bro? That wasn't it, bro. They let me go. Why would I go? You like, oh shit, well damn, dude. I try to give you some advice. Then they get mad, like, oh, you mean what you telling me to go in the luncheon? I'm telling you I was fired already. You like, bro, if you still keep on yelling, bro, you getting mad, fam, and I'm literally up to here with you, bro. I'm literally up to here. This is why Pisces will create. You cannot, I'm gonna tell you something. I've done this. A Pisces will escape. You keep trauma dumping, and guess what a Pisces do? They'll jump in their car and leave your ass. You'll still be talking. Pisces ain't gonna give you no closure. Oh, I'm getting ready to leave. All of a sudden, the Pisces just get up, zip their coat up, and they hop in their car and pull off. Because that's how you gotta do people that don't stop, bro. When they keep talking to you, it's like, why would I sit here and say, stop talking to me? Does that sound like you just letting a person bully you? Why not just take your energy away from the situation? Sometimes you got to do this because that is setting the boundary. Then it communicates. See, there's the good thing about boundaries. Boundaries communicate for you. So it's like this: when a person see the boundary, oh yeah, man, yeah, he had enough, man. He ain't want to. Hey, I was talking too much, man. See, now he didn't left. Oh, he getting ready to leave. Then they get the, oh, bro, what you leaving? You leaving? Oh, you going to get beer? Oh, okay, you going to get some beer? Okay, all right. That Pisces ain't getting no goddamn beer. He lying. The Pisces will lie to escape. One thing about, I'm gonna tell you, you cannot, you cannot control, force, make a Pisces stay. When they want to leave, you could listen. It could be a house party. Folks in front of the door, folks at the back door, and guess what? The Pisces will still find a way to escape. You cannot box them in, pin them down. You can't lock them in something. They will find a way to get out, bro. Because once you get up, I've noticed this. A Pisces can be listening to like 10 people talking at one time. As soon as the Pisces raise up out their seat. Where you going, Willis? Where you going, Willie? Oh, Suzanne, where you going? What you doing? Where you about to go? What do you go? Hey, they're trying to stop you, like you can't even get up out your chair and stretch. Are you getting ready? You finna leave? You finna leave? You're leaving, bro. It's like, bro, can I get y'all, like, get off of me? Goddamn. I swear to you, try this. Try to go be talking with a bunch of folks and just try to go outside. How many people gonna try to follow you? And I'm telling you, the craziest thing, when you trying to get away from somebody, they follow you. Now the 10 people that was talking in the damn kitchen. Oh, you going outside? Yeah, I'm going outside because I just need to think and shit. Pisces. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna come with you because I need to get some air. Because with my arthritis, they've been telling let me tell you something. My doctor been telling me that I need to walk a little bit more. I should be doing like 10,000 steps a day, but my hips. So do you think that I should do You just got to do the hip stretches, or should I stand outside like you? You know what? We'll talk. I'm gonna come out there with you. You like, bro, I don't want you coming with me. And Pisces out feeling like, damn, everybody is trying to get like my energy. So then the Pisces is like, okay, oh no, you know what? I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Where you going? I don't know, bro. Well, hey, you going to the restroom? Cause I want to show you something. Nah, bro, you know what? I just use it at my house. Well, I just want to tell you, man, you kind of look like your daddy. You know what, man? You look like somebody. You know who you look like, man? Man, who, bro? I'm just really trying to go outside, bro. Just chill. You look like Sinbad, bro. I knew it. I knew it. You look like him. Yeah. Don't he, Joey? Look at him. Look at him. Got the freckles. Look at him. Look at him. Bro, I swear, bro, when you trying to get away from folks, bro, they still be trying to hold you, bro. It's like they try to, like, I said, put it like this, bro. I look at it like, I look at it like the Michael Jackson Thriller. Like the little people, like the little zombies and stuff, like, just, and just all in your face, bro. It's like, come on, bro. And you just be like, no, 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 no. Here come the folks, let me leave. Because you know what they getting ready to do. I had this shit that okay, it was a group of people, and I don't play cards because I don't like the people that you play cards with, if that makes sense. They want to play cards, dominoes so bad. Ooh, want to play? I got a hand and whoop de whoop. We're gonna play this in there. I'm gonna keep the score and this and that and that. Then it's y'all three and us three and whoop de whoop. And I'm gonna do the, I'm a shuffle and whoop de whoop. I never said I was playing with y'all. Well, you can sit back and watch and learn. I ain't sitting back and watching learning and nothing. You can sit back and watch and learn how I ease up and smooth my way out this goddamn back door and leave. That's what you gonna learn. You gonna learn today. Cause that's the thing. People be thinking that they're gonna make you stay they think they're gonna make you stay. Like they trying to make decisions for you, Pisces. You like, what makes you think that you got such an influence on me, bro? You don't. Because you gotta voice your boundaries, bro. When they don't see them, it's because they don't hear, it's like when they don't see your boundaries, they think, oh, they can just take over. They can make you do stuff. See? And they be trying to use you like a dog for those folks that be needing support, emotional support, 24/7. See? And I'm telling you, sometimes the people be like, they want to, it ain't nothing wrong with it for the people that's really cool with, that you want to be cool with, and they, reciprocate and they talk to you and they let you talk. So that's a real conversation because you both is, exchanging information. But if you the only one listening 100% of the time, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel some type of way when you want to talk about something, ain't nobody there. See, that's the difference. Now, like I say, friends gonna if everybody dumps problems onto Pisces, friends only call when they need something, then this gonna make the Pisces crash out and disappear. That's that. See, the way a Pisces crash out is not always considered or related to violence. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Now, another thing is appreciate the hearts, y'all, and the likes. Okay. Another thing is that Pisces always watches your actions, okay? Because more than likely people will contradict their words. So Pisces believes in behavior over promises. Let's say somebody says they care about you, but then they never show it. So if a Pisces crashes out, how it looks is that the interest dies. See? This is why Pisces could behave skittish, or just, you know, they might all of a sudden not join things all of a sudden, not show up for things anymore. But one thing is, a Pisces, they look at uh behavior, I mean the actions, the behavior over the words. So what they do first is they will move different. See? And you can't see this. You can't see or understand why did a Pisces not show up for my baby shower or my birthday or my, graduation. And this is why they crashed out. They crashed out in a different way. See, you're looking for that argument. You're looking for a confrontation. You're looking for a voice to be heard or to be understood. And a Pisces is different. They don't crash out in the same way that other people, or other zodiac signs crash out. See? So they can fight, yes, at times, but they're a little bit more um creative with it. See? Now, they can so let's say that you have a hidden agenda and a Pisces discovers it. Because one thing, what a hidden agenda is manipulation, where you got something else in mind that's not on the table where I could clearly see it. So a Pisces, a Pisces hates manipulation. So let's say a friend was really about personal gain. They never really had any real interest in what y'all was doing. They were just trying to come up. This gonna get you completely cut off, fam. See, a Pisces gonna just cut you off out of nowhere. You could instantly be blocked and not even know you're blocked just by you showing your hand. Now, the hidden triggers that nobody talk about, I'm gonna tell you. See, if a person try to if a person tries to belittle a Pisces, where a Pisces start feeling like they're always, the bigger person in a situation, they can crash out. That would make a Pisces crash out. Why am I always the one to say, hey, to mend the situation, to leave, or why is it always me being the bigger person? This can change. So let's say, for the most part, this Pisces has, been the bigger person as far as handling a feud about, and then all of a sudden, they're tired of being that one. So now they crash out in the way that, oh, you wasn't expecting them to. You thought they were going to be calm and quiet about it. Now they didn't blew up and it hit different. See, I told y'all about the dude in the parade in my city. He crashed out. This man drove his car through a parade and ran over dozens of people, bro. Didn't give no FX given, bro. This man ran these folks over like a damn bowling ball, just plowing through damn pins, bro. And then had the nerve to represent himself in court. No lawyer. He didn't want a lawyer. And that's the type of crash out that I'm speaking of, is that you couldn't even stomach the stuff how Pisces will handle a situation after being triggered. Not saying that it's not justifying. I'm not saying like, oh, that's okay, but I'm just letting you guys know like it can happen. Now, another thing that can trigger a Pisces is being expected to forgive endlessly. Where people start telling you ought to forgive, your cousin and your brother, and you ought to do this. You ought to, you ought to talk to your sister, even though she slept with your husband. You ought to still talk to her. That's gonna trigger a Pisces, bro. Like, you don't know what she did. You like the audacity. Like, damn, you don't really see what she did or said. Like, come on, bro. Are you freaking stupid? So that's to be the thing where a Pisces can just snap, bro, just because, like, You trying to force them to talk to somebody that did them dirty, bro. So if a Pisces feel like I'm just supposed to forgive endlessly and give unlimited chances, no, then maybe I should show you why. See? So just be careful. Now, if a Pisces have their intuition constantly, repeatedly ignored, or Pisces is like, look, everybody need to go in the house because I feel like somebody gonna get shot, right? Then all of a sudden somebody gets shot. Then it's like, I told y'all, told y'all. And it happened. Okay. Now that can make a Pisces crash out. Seeing everybody else's motives can make a Pisces crash out. So here, you ain't saying nothing. A Pisces already know what you about to do. Next thing you know, this person over here, a Pisces know what you thinking about and knows what you getting ready to do. A Pisces knows the dude in the back and can read his body language and knows what he gonna do. So Pisces see all these people energies, and guess what? Crashes out, shoots all five of them. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, job's done. Damn, the people that seen it, damn, he just shot all five of them people. You saw that shit? He just killed them folks. It's what you can't see, bro. Pisces knew that the people was gonna do him in if he didn't do it first. But you can't explain that, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You can't explain that. You can't say, well, he knew what they was about to do. How? They want proof. You like my intuition, bro. Why did you do them people like that, Pisces? That's my intuition, bro. They gonna think you crazy. Oh man, you bugging, bro. You just shot open. You just doing, what the fuck, You like, man, my intuition, bro, dude. I knew what dude was doing. Then when the autopsy come, police show up. Guess what they find? And all five suspects in their bags, they found uh AK-47s and all kind of shit, grenades, all kind of shit. You like, see, I told y'all. Then they end up having to let the Pisces go because they found all this heavy artillery. The Pisces seen through all the facades, bro, because the illusion outweighs the facade, bro. See, the illusion is that y'all think I'm stupid. You don't think I see you and you clutching? Come on, bro. You keep putting your hands in your pocket. I know you itching to shoot some shit. Come on, bro. You ain't saying it, but I know you doing it, bro. Come on, man. I can see you, bro. I know what you trying to do. Before you even think you're gonna do something, I'm gonna do it first. But then I'll be the one to go to jail for it. See? So there's a thing a Pisces can know what you about to do, what you're thinking. They might not know exactly what you're thinking, but they know when you're up to no good. And they ain't trying to wait around and find out. That's the whole key difference, okay? Now, one thing a Pisces don't like to feel is emotionally homeless, bro. Emotionally homeless, it hit different. See, you could be emotionally homeless and not be physically homeless, but you feel emotionally homeless. Where how you feel, nobody else feel how you feel, Pisces. You can't even express yourself to folks because they don't know. It's like they don't even know how you really feel. They can't understand how you feel, so you feel emotionally homeless. That's the type of Pisces that don't talk to nobody. It's a reason for that. Damn, man. I knew this dude that worked at a grocery store. This man didn't say shit to nobody. He never talked. People thought something was wrong with him. He just showed up for work, not talk to a single person, bro. And all he was a bagger at a grocery store, pick and save. All he did was bag people groceries. He didn't smile. He didn't talk. He didn't say nothing. Every time, bro, I went through that line, dude just bagged my stuff up. and just put it on the thing and just put it in the cart. Mute, not saying a word, bro. Them type of Pisces because they feel emotionally homeless, bro. Like they know they've already tried to like, engage with others, talk to others, and folks don't get them, bro. See? Now, if a Pisces is blamed for reacting instead of the cause, we always get blamed for reacting. Damn, bro, you just swung off on your auntie. You done swung off on your uncle. What's gotten into you? Oh, you didn't know this the same uncle that, hey, that was watching, such and such and tried to do something. You don't know my son didn't come tell me what Uncle Ruckus did? Nope. They ain't trying to hear that. They trying to get on your ass because you react how you reacted, not knowing the cause of it. See? So that's another thing that people mistake about Pisces. Another thing is what I'll tell you another thing that make a Pisces crash out. Watching other people get rewarded for dishonesty, bro. Like you ain't earned that shit. Bro, you been lying your ass off and now you getting a reward. You know a dude that cheated on every single goddamn test in school and walk across the stage and get a reward for nothing. You be like, bro, yo cheating ass and cheated all through high school. And now you get to pass, bro. And I had to do the shit by the book. See, I had to actually sit there and learn and do, stay up all goddamn night. And you cheated from the start to the finish, and you pass. That would trigger a Pisces. They might end up. I can't say that on here now, but it's crazy. Now another thing to make a Pisces crash out is being taken for granted after sacrificing, bro. Like a Pisces can literally do something in secret. Could give a homeless man $100. Whoop. Not say nothing about it. Not even mention it. But because nobody seen you give that 100, oh, now people taking it for granted, bro. Like I told y'all the story, I gave the homeless man some pepperoni, some pizza, and it had pepperoni on it. And this picky mother effer gonna say, oh man, I said, here, I got this food for you, bro. I was finna throw it in the trash because I'm full. Why waste it? I could just give it to you. Well, one thing, I don't eat pepperoni. Since when did a homeless man have a damn menu, bro? You ain't got no damn menu. So guess what? Then you can starve then. Do you take the damn pepperonis off? Did you ever think of that? You could just take them shits off and put them up. Put them in the garbage, throw them on the floor. You don't eat pepperoni. How dare you be so fucking picky, unappreciative? It's almost like you give something from the bottom of your heart, and a person just, I don't eat pepperoni. Yeah, I'll pass. I don't eat pepperoni. If you're entitled motherfucking ass, bro, you can take them pepperonis off. You ain't got to tell me that. Folks is weird, bro. That's what I'm saying. And that's all because they taking you for granted. Now, another thing is let me see. And I'm talking about Pisces. Like I say, we crash out due to these different type of situations. And nobody's talking about this because it's like, bro, why do we keep getting blamed for stuff? And I'm telling you why. We get blamed for things that people just don't understand about us. Now let me see. Okay, another thing is this. All right, so let me see what I got for y'all. Okay, so All right, now I know where I was at. Okay, so all right, so if a person, let's say that a person will take your empathy. Let's say a person takes your empathy and they mistake it for weakness. And so many times you could say things, you could be, polite or just like respectful, and it gets worked against you because, oh, the person thinks that you're weak because you're showing empathy. Or you help somebody. Because one thing about a Pisces, they will help them, it will help someone that's in need. But then like I say, somebody witnessing it will actually look at the Pisces being weak. Like you could give someone access, or you can allow something. You could be lenient. You could say, okay, well, you guys can, have, 15 more minutes or 20 more minutes if if you're at work and maybe someone is using the gym, or you just do something that that they may have to pay for or something, and you just let them get it. And you just see yourself looking out. That's just being empathetic. But no, somebody witnessing it or the people themselves might think they're taking, that you're weak and they're taking advantage. So that can make a Pisces crash out. Another thing is, realizing that the Pisces, care more than the other person. That happens a lot because a Pisces could do something that's for somebody and the person would never do them the same. See, like you give somebody a ride, to or from work, but they'll never do that for you if they had a car. And you be like, damn, like I just gave you a ride. I don't really see that being a big deal. But damn, if I asked for one from you and you had your car, you would tell my ass to kick rocks. See, that can make a Pisces crash out. Another thing is in relationships, and a Pisces crashing out in a relationship, emotional cheating. If you emotionally cheat on a Pisces, they're going to crash out on you. Cause you see, one thing about it is when you cheat emotionally, it's almost like you ain't really have no real reason. You just cheated because, oh, you was in the mood. Oh, I'm in the mood to do something different. So that's the reason why Pisces will be like, they'll crash out because they like, bro, you can't just do this weird shit just because you in a bad mood, or you just having a bad day, feeling sad or just bored. A Pisces ain't gonna accept that. Mixed signals. That's another thing that make a Pisces crash out. Secret conversations. Comparing a Pisces to somebody else. A Pisces hates that. Oh, you comparing me to your ex? Stop. I ain't your ex. You telling me something your ex did to you and comparing me to them. I'm a whole nother person. Another thing is being made to compete for attention. So a Pisces ain't finna do this. A Pisces will always just bottom out to a default with this. Like, okay, I ain't competing for nothing and for no one. If y'all gonna put me in some type of try to force me into a competition with somebody, I'll just take the L. I ain't finna do it. You could just you could just write me off. I ain't doing it. See? Now, another thing, feeling replaceable that can make a Pisces crash out, broken promises, inconsistent efforts, public disrespect, and lack of appreciation. So if you don't appreciate something from a Pisces, you're done, bro. They're done with you like ASAP. It could be something big, it could be something small. They could get you a card for your birthday and you don't say thank you. No more cards. No more birthday gifts. Nope. Like a Pisces could do something and watch to see if you appreciate it. If you don't say thank you, you're cooked, bro. Because a Pisces will remember that. It'll be clear as day. And instead of Pisces like bringing it up, they just gonna say, uh, oh, Daniel coming with y'all? The one I cooked the fried eggs for and gave him the damn shoes, the house shoes. And it's funny because it's funny because how Pisces remembers things. They can really remember everything about that person. That's why if they love you, they love everything about you. But I'm saying, if you don't say thank you, they will really slice and dice you to nothing, to where how they just like what they say. So they'll be like, oh, Daniel, the one I cooked the fried eggs for and gave him the house shoes when he ain't had no shoes, and his stinking feet motherfucking ass came up in here, didn't say thank you, and had the nerve to leave his funky ass feet on my goddamn couch. Don't bring him over here no more. Whatever y'all do, if his ass is in the vicinity, don't bring him to my house no more. And it'd be like, damn, bro, all because he ain't say thank you. All because he say thank you, bro. It's like a Pisces, if you do not say thank you, that is the most disrespectful thing to Pisces, bro. Like, because they didn't have to do none of that shit they just did for you. See? They find that disrespectful. So it could be anything, just say thank you. It costs nothing, fam. Just say thank you. See? Because they is not going to let you come through no more, bro. That's just what it is. They set the boundary for everything, bro, that they do not want to feel. If they don't want to feel disrespect, they're going to set the boundary. If they don't want to feel publicly disrespected, they're going to set the boundary. Anything, because one thing about a Pisces, you cannot make them feel something they don't want to feel, bro. You can't. You cannot control a Pisces emotionally, bro. You can't, bro. If they don't want to feel mad or angry, they're going to pray over their house. They're going to set the boundary to keep them demons out. You ain't going to be able to come over there with that bullshit. You just not. See? And the funny thing with Pisces is that for every single thing through A through Z, they prepare for that. It's a boundary for every single thing A through Z. They gonna pray over their house. Guess what? Ray ain't finna come through here thinking he finna smoke the weed in the house and clog up all the damn walls with his cigarette smoke. Nope. Cause I'm telling you, that Pisces Pisces got everything. It's a boundary on the damn couch. Cause she got plastic all over it. Can't nobody sit in my dining set room on my fucking furniture. Y'all can sit on the raggedy shit, but you can't sit on the one with the plastic. And then the funny thing is Pisces, they the only one that's allowed in certain rooms, and guess what? They got their little fluffy little feather Gucci Dior house shoes with all the fur on it, and they the only ones that can sit on they nice furniture and have a glass of wine. And you be like, damn. But you better not, bro. If you try to go and sit, Jacob, bro, I seen Pisces literally slap, like, pop somebody over the head, something, bro. They will put their paws on you. If you do something they tell you not to do, they telling you for a reason not to do it. I'm telling you, bro, like, bro, it's all kinds of seen this firsthand, bro. I got a Pisces mom, bro. It's crazy. Now, another thing is, so if you try to treat a Pisces like an option, it's not gonna work. Jealous friends gonna make them crash out because they gonna be like, what is you jealous for? Don't you got the same stuff when you come to my house? I give you everything I got. If I'm eating yams, you got yams on your goddamn plate. What are you jealous for? A Pisces will literally I'm telling you, they will bring out of you stuff you are not ready to talk about regarding yourself, bro. They gonna, bro, you better off staying your ass at home, bro. Because you gonna cry, bro. A Pisces gonna make you deal with the shit that you don't like about yourself. What you jealous for? We family and family come together, and what are you jealous for? And you be like, well, I'm not jealous. Well, here's the thing. Yes, you are. So, yes, you are, Suzanne. You are jealous. And then Pisces got stories for days. Yes, you are jealous. You jealous, Joanne, because I saw you. I saw your face when Frankie was talking to your man. You was looking crazy, and you were getting ready to leave him there. And then they be like, oh man, damn, I can't. Y'all Pisces, man, y'all be doing too much. It's because you be getting your butt. Oh, hey, you can't hide, fam. You got to own all your BS, bro. Otherwise, you gonna be arguing. I done seen Aquarius, bro, sitting before a Pisces, pissed because the Pisces is calling out all they bullshit, bro. You came over here, you gave everybody candy, and then you left. And you didn't tell nobody. But you wanted to go over there to your ugly ass boyfriend with the finger waves, and I told you to tell him to throw away his goddamn beer, and then you did it anyway. See? The one thing about Aquarius, they like to joke. And funny thing about Aquarius is they don't like nobody. They can hate, bro. They can really come visit the folks they hate, bro. Give them candy to give them cavities and rotten teeth, and then they sit up there and like they can. I'm telling you, bro. It's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life, bro. Aquarius can hate everybody and then still come around and still like humanitarian lives where they could like do little certain shit for folks and hate them, bro. I'm like, that's how detached. Listen, that's how detached emotionally they can be, bro. To where that don't mean nothing. That don't make them feel fake or make them feel like, damn, dude. Cause they could literally do all that and talk about you like a goddamn dog, bro. They could talk about you like a goddamn dog and help you walk you across the street safely. Make sure you get home. Let's say, make sure you get home after drinking, but then make fun of you and clown your shit the whole time you was drunk. And you be like, damn, if you would do such stuff like that, bro, I done seen Aquarius talk about they best friend, bro. I'm gonna give you an example. I done seen an Aquarius say, and she had a Gemini friend. They both would go gamble together. And she said, yeah, I told her, she ain't even come look out for me. I'm in town. She ain't even offer me a place to stay. Didn't give me a ride to the casino, knowing that I wanted to go. But I know what it is. She mad because she ugly. She ugly as hell. And guess what? She ain't never got no money. She ain't never got no money. Always mad at me because I win. Well, hell, it ain't my fault that you're losing. You don't got your goddamn man no more. I'm like, damn, that's your best friend? Oh my God. And Aquarius is mean, bro. She pounding on the table. Like it's funny because when they talking, they they don't know how to let their emotions flow. So when they get mad, it's so funny because they get the beat, they pound on tables, they get the, you know, they get mad. They really be mad, but it'd be funny because it'd be like, damn, you can't believe that they're this serious about the friend. Cause they treat the friend like an enemy, bro. It's like, what the like, it's crazy, bro. I ain't lying to you. And they be like, the stuff they say, they'll cuss you out and they still love you. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, bro, this is the craziest story ever, bro. I have an auntie, bro. Do you know what I asked her? I said, Auntie, you always got money. And she said, you know I do. You know I always do. Your auntie always do. I said, well, I got a question for you. I said, I got $1 million question for you. She said, what? I said, how do you make so much money? She said, because I sell money. I'm like, how do you sell money? She said, well, when people borrow money, I said, yeah. She said, you charge them interest. They don't pay you back right away. So you put the interest on that, they end up owing you more. I said, God damn. I said, well, goddamn, you a smart motherfucker then. And she been doing this for years. I never thought of this. What a brilliant idea. Aquarius, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they be having some hacks, some shit, bro, that you would never think of. And it's a smart ass idea. Why wonder she always got so much goddamn money? Because she charging people interest when they don't pay her on time. I'm like, damn. Here's the thing. I said, do you know that they're not going to pay you on time? She said, well, shit, duh. She said, I know the ones that can't keep up. I was like, oh, hell. I got to really watch y'all Aquarius, bro. She knows the ones that don't pay up on when they say they're going to pay. And she keep loaning them up. Bro, that's why I'm like, oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro. So she knows the ones that will pay late. And she's already mentally adds up the money before she gets it. Because she knows who's going to pay late. So if she loans somebody 40 and she gets, the interest is what? Double. She done made $80. See how, bro, that's, bro. I'm going to tell you, like, bro, I remember that I was telling my auntie, I said, I don't drink, right? And she said, well, she said, you're just like your goddamn daddy. She said, you're always trying to live a bougie, goody two-shoes type of life. I said, no, that ain't even it. I just don't do it. I just don't drink. She said, well, guess what? You can drink in heaven. You get to heaven, you can drink. And you have a drink and have a glass. I said, oh, it ain't even that deep. Then she said this, bro. She said, well, I tell you what, I know you don't drink, but hey, your auntie left you some strawberries in the fridge, right? She left. Boom. But remember what Pisces now is what you don't say. See, it's what you can't see. Do you know that she had made these infused motherfucking chocolate covered strawberries with Hennessy in it? I said, you dirty motherfucker. I told you I don't drink. I had to throw that shit in the garbage and had to tell her it was delicious. See that? Gave her a taste of her own poison. And I'm gonna do a video about that. See, you can't fool a Pisces, bro. We gonna give you your own damn poison right back to you. So the very thing you be doing to other folks, we gonna do it to you. See? Because that's what they'll do. I'm gonna tell you, an Aquarius will help you and then talk about your ass afterwards. And you like, damn, if you do it to somebody else, you gonna do it to me too. Ain't nobody exempt. See? Now, another thing is that fake support make a Pisces crash out, broken confidences, friends who disappear until they need help again, loyalty not being reciprocated, one-sided friendships, friends talking behind your back. So when it comes to family, constant criticism, emotional invalidation, favoritism, manipulative guilt trips, never being heard, feeling unseen, being blamed for every goddamn thing, emotional neglect, double standards, and lack of accountability. Now, the deep shit is that when it comes to the triggering, it's knowing that a Pisces is right, but then staying quiet. See, bro, that's almost like a person know you right, but they ain't telling. They just being stubborn, refusing to let you know that you right. They knew you was right the whole time, but they going against it by not saying nothing, trying to act like, they ain't see that you were right. It's cold blooded. Appreciate the hearts, y'all. Appreciate the happy poop, Misty. Now, another thing is what a Pisces hates is a person holding in their emotions too long. Like, we know you feel some shit. Stop trying to act tough like you don't feel nothing. You know folks like this in your family, relationships. You could be talking to somebody and they act like they don't feel shit. See? And then when you don't talk, everybody trying to make you talk or they think something wrong. See? Why do something gotta be wrong? Ain't see, people think gotta be something wrong while you ain't talking. It's not the case. It's control. They want you to talk when they feel like that. Now, another thing trigger a Pisces is, a Pisces carrying everybody else's pain all the time, feeling misunderstood, being judged by one mistake. Like a Pisces can't do nothing wrong, bro. If you do one thing wrong, they come at you like you damn near Jesus Christ. They won't crucify you. You do something wrong, you jaywalk. Oh man, arrest that guy. Hey, we're gonna search your vehicle. Like, bro, I didn't do nothing but just cross the street and get in my car. Well, no, you jaywalked, first of all. Let me tell you what you didn't do. They're like, damn, you always catching me with my pants down, man. Give me a break. Well, ain't gonna be no break today. Yeah, it ain't gonna be a break today. Well, we didn't caught you red-handed. See, it's like, damn, you can't do nothing. Everybody expect you to be perfect. Now, when a Pisces being judged by, like I say, one mistake, watching people ignore obvious truths, that's like arguing with folks when the truth is obvious. Like who's the 2026 president? Who's the president of the United States? Everybody can see the president. Now, whether they stole it or took it or whatever that's another story. But people will argue over dumb shit with Pisces just because. It's like, bro, you don't see the damn truth because they just like to see. Some people like to play in the piece of roles. They like to play in a Pisces face. They like to play in Play-Doh. They like to play in shit, bro. Some people just like to play in your energy, Pisces. They just want to splash the water around and get everybody wet for nothing. For nothing. Even though they can see the truth on the television, bro. In 4K. Clear as day. I knew a grandfather of mine, we would argue about stupid shit for no reason. He just like arguing with me, bro. That was what he loved about me. This is somebody, you would think we would play cards together. No, we will argue. Argue. He loved arguing with me, bro. And people will do that to you, Pisces. You might find somebody always coming against you. You're like, damn, dude, what's wrong? Why are you always coming in my head about everything? Because they love you for that, bro. Me and my relative, we used to fight over 2K, bro. Playing the game, bro. We supposed to be in there enjoying the game together, bro. We in there fighting. Beating each other head in with the controller and wrestling, bro. Talking about Batista bombing me on the damn fucking bed, bro. We was getting into it, scrapping over the game. Every time I played the game with him, we fought. We fought every time, bro. And I used to be like, damn, bro. And he'd be like, yo, you bring your game. Every time I come over his house, you bring your game, bro. Oh, bad. Like, yeah, you getting your ass tonight. And I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that fighting shit with you, bro. And we ain't playing the game, you gonna be on that fighting shit. He'd tell me, swear up and down, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, man, I ain't on that tonight either, bro. I'm just trying to play, get a couple games in, bro. Next thing you know, we fighting again, bro. Cause I hate losing, and so did he. He didn't like losing, I didn't like losing. See? And I hate it. I told him, bro, don't try to rub the wind in my face, bro. Don't rub the wind, just shut up. You win, just be quiet, bro. Then what he would do, he would win and act like he'd been beating my ass the whole day, like every time. When I win, I don't say shit. I just be like, good game, bro. With him, he got to be like, I told him, see, man, look, bro, you can't fuck with me, bro. I told you, and you ain't half as good with me, bro. Hey, man, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you what you need to work on, bro. I used to just swing off on this shit every time we be in there fighting, bro. And my aunties and stuff, they'd be like, y'all, stop y'all fighting over the game and stuff and woo-de-woo. And I just stopped. Hey, it got to a point I stopped bringing my game over there. I didn't even come over no more. It got to a point where it was like, no more games for us, bro. We can't play the game and just enjoy the game. If it's gonna be fighting and shit, no more game playing, bro. And that's why I say people will literally target you and just want to do that one little thing. You find yourself that pattern. Just want to keep that pattern going, bro. Until you, Pisces, set the boundary. It got to the point I couldn't bring my game over no more. See? And then at that point, what was the point of coming over? Then I just didn't come over. See? And then it was like, oh, damn, bro, you don't come over no more, bro. You didn't get the game. Like, bro, nope. We did that already. That shit ain't finna work, bro. I ain't finna fight with you. If this is a game, we gonna play it. And I'm like, no more chances, bro. See, that's why you don't give chances, bro. You supposed to, after the first time it happened, no more. See? But I was young and dumb. Okay. Now, another thing is feeling spiritually disconnected, feeling trapped, having nobody to vent to is a big one. Um, Being forced to pretend like everything is okay. And like I say, when it comes to the final straw that break the camel back is the last lie, bro. Like, imagine you done forgave a person. Y'all done already had, counseling, and then they get the last damn lie. You like, you motherfucker. You lied again after we got counseling and all this shit we done paid for and time and energy wasted. You got the last lie? Oh, we finna fight. Nope. See? Anytime, because we are the 12th zodiac sign for a reason. We are the ending, the last one. So the triggers are intense here. The triggers are intense. They are intense. So the last lie is going to trigger a Pisces. The last broken promise is going to make a Pisces crash out. The last betrayal is going to get your ass whooped. See? The last disappointment, the last act of disrespect, the last excuse, the last manipulation, the last chance, the last warning, the last feeling unappreciated, bro. You do that shit. This is why Pisces literally say, you can't come over no more. Because guess what? The last time you do this shit, that's your ass, bro. And it ends violently, bro. It ends in a way that the Pisces did not want to do. Didn't want to go there. Was hoping they would never had to do that to you, bro. Where they don't care about getting locked up for it. That of which they'll do. So the last time, it's over with, bro. At that last time, because a Pisces would know that this is the last goddamn time I'm going to tell you. Does not talk to me about my past. Don't talk to me about Suzanne. Do not bring up my ex-husband. Do not bring up this person around me. I'm not playing with you. If it happens again, this is your last goddamn chance. This is the last time you're going to disrespect me. This is the last time you're going to yell in my face. This is the last time you're going to wear your shoes in my house. When I tell you to take them off at the goddamn front door. See? And that last time, you better take it for what, how that Pisces said to you, because that's the last, it will be the last time. Guaranteed the next time you do it, guess what? It's going to be everybody bow their heads, and we're going to say a prayer for Jerome. Jerome Johnson, he was a great friend of the Pisces, and The Pisces, we want to say, first off, um, Andrew Dixon, he took the life of a one, and we were gonna miss him for a long time because now he got to do the time and stop the baby crying. So yeah, we're gonna say that such and such, he was a good friend of such and such, and we're gonna miss him very well. And it is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. Ain't because you ain't finna do it again, bro. You're not gonna do it again. You ain't gonna do it again. I'm telling you, bro. You're not. You're not gonna be able to do it again because you're not gonna be here. Your ass gonna be they say swimming underneath the ocean floor. Swimming on the underneath the ocean floor. Yeah, yeah. Where nobody can find you. Nobody can find you. Yeah, cause your ass ain't nobody gonna remember your ass, bro. See, you got to understand, bro. Once a Pisces get, hey, they gonna make sure you do not see, hey, the soil, the dirt, the sky, the sun. I'm gonna tell you what's even better. A Pisces gonna do you a favor. You ought to thank the Pisces at this moment and appreciate them because they'll make sure you don't ever see the light again. They'll make sure you don't see the light again because they're gonna say, yo, damn, you didn't even deserve it. You didn't want to be here anyway. You didn't want the light in your face anyway. So hey, I guess you'll be in complete darkness forever. As the best way for it, I did you a favor. Shake a hand, meet a friend. Now, okay, so if you ever experience a Pisces snapping on you, when a Pisces realize they ignore the red flags, they gonna snap. See? When a Pisces feel played, they gonna snap. Now, this ain't gonna be no ignoring mode. I'm just gonna give you the warning. So if you play a Pisces, you better not be in their face when you playing them. They find out, bro, your ass is grass, bro. Yeah, you better text it. Because if you standing right in front of them on a confession, oh man, yeah, man, I had somebody, bro. If they even, bro, I'm telling you, bro, they gonna snap. Being treated as disposable, oh, because you think you got options. Well, guess what? You're not going to be here as a result. Another thing, seeing somebody's true colors, a Pisces gonna snap. Cause a Pisces gonna hold you accountable. You can't do that pattern shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. A Pisces gonna stop you right dead in them tracks, right there. See, that's the last time. That's why you hear Pisces say this all the time. This is the last time, bro. It's the last time, and guess what? That's the last time for all humanity. That's for everybody. So when the Pisces stop you, they're the executioner. They was the last one. They was sent to you for a reason. So it happened to nobody else ever again. See, anytime you are with the Pisces, guess what? Something getting ready to end. See, you with them, so guess what? When you play with them, and they're the last one that you get to play with, hey, they're the last one you get to play with. I'm telling you this, bro. Because as soon as you play with the Pisces, they're going to snap, bro, in such a way that the shark, bro, I'm telling you, you're going to say, oh my God, I can't do it. Oh man, it's over with now. Cause I'm telling you, bro, you're not gonna have a second chance, bro. There won't be a pattern ever again. Will never be able to happen again after you've been with that Pisces. That Pisces will set you straight. See, they will set you straight to where they're gonna deal with you in a certain way, and it's not a threat. And I'm telling you, you're gonna think different after you been with that Pisces. You gonna be a whole new person. See, you're gonna be like, man, I cheated on my wife. And man, I'll tell you. I'm just telling you, man. Damn, dog. And my Pisces, man, let me tell you, my Pisces, she put me out, man. And I ain't gonna lie, it was an alligator in the. No, I'm just playing. But it be like, yo, it's an alligator in the backyard. She put me out. And now, man, I'm scared to date. I ain't even want to talk no. I don't even want to talk, bro, to nobody ever again, bro. What my ex-wife did to me, I hope it don't happen to nobody else. And I'm telling you, bro, a Pisces, I know a lady. You can meet a woman on a chat life, bro. Listen, you can be on chat life, nightlife, the damn club, hot and honey. You could go to hot and honeys and guess what? Guarantee you tell them you a Pisces and watch them get up and walk away from you. I'm telling you, because it was the last time they messed with a Pisces and it was the last goddamn time, bro. They would ever do it again, bro. They'll say, oh, you said Pisces? Oh, hell no. They get in the car. What? Why you walk off? What happened? Man, you know what a Pisces did to me in 2016? Man, she left me in Michigan, man, without no ride home, man. She left you in Michigan. What? Yeah, man, I was cutting up, bro. And don't you know, I told her I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom. And man, don't you know when I came back outside, she left me there, bro. And she drove, you know where she lived with, where we resided was in California. Oh my God. Yeah, man. Just left me. Wouldn't you? You couldn't believe it. Good. Yeah, I know, man. Damn, dude. So that's what the thing I'm telling you. A Pisces will leave a lasting impression on you, bro. You won't even want to listen, wherever, I'm gonna tell you, the last thing you did, bro, you will never want to do it again, bro. You could get in a relationship, I'm telling you, a Pisces will set your ass straight. And then guess what you're gonna say? I never do that again. Oh man, you want to get married? Y'all getting married? Oh hell no! I ain't doing that married thing. Ho, no, 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 no. Why not? Oh, because you know Brenda was a goddamn Pisces. I done seen enough. Damn, dude. So what you gonna do? Man, look, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. No more. No more. Nope. I'm telling you, bro, they leave a scar. It's like a damn wound, bro, to where it's trauma, to where it's like, you say the word Pisces, bro, and people just like, they just can't talk to you. I had a girl, bro, I met a girl on the chat site on the dating app, bro. What's your sign? We get to playing with the sign. What's your sign? What's your sign? Told her I was a Pisces, bro. She blocked me. But I was grateful. I was thankful. I said, well, wouldn't you know? A Pisces then set her ass straight. And hey, it protected me to not have to experience it. Thank you, Pisces. See? It's like you got to thank the Pisces because you like, yeah, you did your job. Now at least I ain't got to deal with them and set their ass straight because you did it for me. So hey, we it's good. Hey, what's good for the gander is good for the goose. So so that's the truth though. Now, if you try to gaslight a Pisces, they gonna snap. If a Pisces discover they was being used, they gonna snap. Seeing somebody true colors, they gonna snap. Uh, Feeling betrayed by themselves for staying too long in a situation that no longer served them, they're gonna snap. See, you can, man, I'm telling you, watching trust die in a situation, they're gonna snap. See, realizing love wasn't mutual, they're gonna snap. Having enough, they're gonna snap. Just having enough of a situation. There is no limit, bro. The limit, this is what tell you why Pisces rather set boundaries than limits, because I'm not gonna breadcrumb nothing. I'm not gonna, just set limits. You can have one. Maybe you could cheat one time, but guess what? Don't do it again. No, it ain't none of that shit going on. It's balanced to where, yeah, if you do it one time, bro, you're cooked, bro. See? And then I'm gonna tell you, when people mistake a Pisces silence for an agreement, it's cold-blooded. See? You think that a Pisces is copping out when they go silent. Or you think it's an agreement that then took place. Pisces ain't agreeing to shit while they quiet. They quiet because they want to be quiet. But see, people be thinking they made you like that. They think they done did something to cause you to be quiet. See, like you done wrote off a damn contract for it. I will be quiet. I will not challenge a thing, and I will stay silent. All while we're married or happily together, engaged, or as friends. No, get that out of your head, fam. See, now I'm gonna tell you, when somebody think they got away with something, you're cooked, bro. You never get away with shit with Pisces, bro. They see what you're doing and they give you rope. See, enough rope to hang yourself. See, now when a Pisces feels spiritually dirty around somebody, they feel like, oh, you're tampering or tainting their spirit. They're gonna snap. I seen this happen firsthand. Why is all this goddamn shit going on in the house? My house is upside down because of you. You got them spirits in you. And you coming bringing them in my goddamn house. Now, this is when a Pisces start talking to you in the spirit realm. It's cold-blooded. What's all this dysfunction happening in my house? Well, I guess it's you coming in here with this shit. You're talking about them zodiac signs, which means why my house is upside down. So you need to get rid of all this shit in that computer. You need to get it out of my house right now. Because I'm finna go and pray, and I'm finna put this holy oil all over the house. And guess what? I'm finna have my prayer worship music on now. So it's gonna get out of my house regardless. And then you be like, oh, yeah, you ain't gotta tell me twice. What? You hear the gospel music on, and then it get louder and louder and louder. Next thing you know, in the name of Jesus. Yeah, I know you're doing the zodiac signs, but yeah, you're gonna stop. You belong to the Lord, and don't let it think that you're gonna get too far off in it. Cause yeah, you belong to the Lord. Yeah, and they get to putting that around the whole house, the little cross here. See, and you right here too. The dog gets it too. Yeah, you over. I see you acting up. You're letting them demons get to you. Think you're gonna get more treats? No, you get one treat. I remember one time. The dog kept asking for treats, bro. You can't fool a Pisces even if you a damn dog or a cat, bro. The dog thought he was gonna get treats. Just told him, no more treats. I done seen a dog literally obey somebody that's not his trainer. Pisces just saying no more treats. The dog run in the little corner and sit down and looking the other way like he heard everything she said. I'm like, damn, this is crazy, bro. Now, another thing is spit, bro. Okay. Another thing is like when kindness become expected. Like one thing about it is you could think uh you're gonna get kindness from a Pisces. And it's like you think, oh, that's gonna come when you want it. You think it's there all the time. You like, oh, okay. I know to just come to the Pisces for something because once a Pisces do like something, put it like this, they do something nice or kind for you. And some people think that, oh, that's every time. That ain't gonna happen. See, one thing with Pisces, there is no pattern, bro. See, you think that everything that happens every day, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Pisces was being kind. That don't mean that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then next week they gonna give you the same treatment, bro. They know that you trying to play them. See, at that moment. Play them meaning as you learn an instrument, you trying to remember the notes. See, we don't give you the same uh the pattern to work off with because something changes. We know that, oh, we've given you, we know that we've been compassionate to you, treated you well, but don't think you finna take advantage. See, once you think, oh, you think you done caught on to the beat. See, and now you think, oh yeah, I know what this Pisces gonna do. You can't predict what a Pisces gonna do, bro. Don't even try, and you're going to embarrassing yourself. Cause you might think, oh, damn, I done caught on to this Pisces. I think I can, control him, manipulate him. And then you end up, what? You hit the wrong damn key. That's where you mess up. Then you realize, oh, damn, the Pisces is showing me something different. I didn't know this Pisces was even, capable. I didn't even know this Pisces was hip. And it stopped you in your tracks. See? Because they were kind to you because they wanted to be kind to you on their own. You didn't make them do anything. See, you don't have control over how they treat you, bro. You don't. And some people, just because a Pisces is calm and silent, they think, oh, that they're the one. They think that they're the one that's causing it. You're not, bro. See? Now, when another thing is when a Pisces has to explain obvious things to a person that can make a Pisces snap. Like 1 + 1 is 2. But if, let's say, you're trying to teach a kid 1 + 1, and he keeps saying 3, and you like 1 + 1 is 2, and then let's say the kid keeps saying 3. What the Pisces will say, what? Why do you keep saying 3? Why are you saying 3? What is 1 + 1? And then the baby start crying, 3. And then what the Pisces gonna do is say, okay, you think I'm playing with you. They're gonna be like, what? The Pisces gonna say, where do you see 3 at? I ain't got all day to be playing with you. Where do you see 3 at? And then the kid was gonna say, oh, 2. It's 2, right? It's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. But here's the thing. See, a Pisces they'll teach you by letting you know it. Their tone would change, bro. And I'm telling you, I done seen this firsthand, bro. Like, I done seen a Pisces yelling like, what are you saying 3 for? What? Why do you say 3? It ain't no damn 3. Like, what's wrong with you? See, and then the next thing you know, the kid end up what? Saying 2 because now the tone of the Pisces changed. So once a person think, oh, you mad? Oh, damn, I got to straighten up. A Pisces knows this skill, bro. See, because you want them. You getting loud. Oh, damn, I need to say 2. See, and then a Pisces they can slow it down so they'll be like, oh, good job, good job. That's it. That's my boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See. Yeah, I'm gonna get you some, buy you some candy and get you some stuff, get you a couple of them games you want. Now, what's 1 + 1? 2. Pisces like, see, now you learning because I didn't say that I'm gonna get you them games. People, I'm telling you, bro, everything in life is a reward system, bro. From adolescents to adults, bro. It's embedded in us to want to win, succeed, and to get things that we want, bro. But people see kids know, oh damn, if I say 3, I ain't gonna get them games. So then they wanna be smart so that they can keep getting the games. Because I'm gonna tell you, why would a kid say 3? The kids that say 3, they don't see, they don't want to be smart, bro. It's a choice. They're not stupid. They just don't want to know things because they just don't want to know. They don't want to do it. They don't want to answer the problem. It's cold-blooded, bro. See, a person can play with your energy as long as you don't set the boundary, bro. Every single time kids would do it to adults, adults would do it to kids, bro. And you got to set the boundary. So if you say, I'm going to get you the game, if you know what I'm saying, you while you keeping good grades and good shit, you know what I'm saying? The kid gonna see, oh, it's only if I do right do I get these things. You teach the kid to do right because you get things for it. Good things happen when you do good. Bad things happen when you do bad. So the kid learns the good and bad, and guess what? They stop failing in class, bro. Because you have to do it, bro. You have to answer the fucking problem right, bro, the first time, bro. Because the pattern, the kid recognized the pattern that if I keep saying 3, there's more yelling. There's more this. There's more, it's more disadvantage. It's more, see, now they see, oh, I got to answer the problem the right way the first time. Bro, it's cold-blooded. It's what you can't see, bro. I keep saying this, bro. It's what you can't see. It's not hard, bro. See? And you see how when the mother or the father hears the, the wrong answer the first time, they don't even want to, see, they don't even want to ask you again after you say the wrong shit. That's how you should be. See, you should be like that. I'm using the whole kid metaphor because that's for you to understand it better. But when somebody play with you in your face, you're supposed to cut it off right there. Why would you ask them again when they're giving you a stupid act? They're giving you the wrong answer, giving you a stupid answer that doesn't make sense. It's obvious they playing with you because they're not dumb. Being dumb, I'm telling you, bro, people are not dumb. If people say do the wrong shit to you, they're doing it on purpose, bro. Now you're playing their game. You're playing their game. Because if 1 + 1 is 3 and you keep asking them, how stupid does that make you look when they keep telling you 3? And you know they know better because they can't play a video game if they can't count. If they playing Sonic, they know if they ain't got no goddamn rings, they ain't gonna get another life. So they know 1 + 1 is not 3. Because the kid knows, oh, he just find a reason to just to, hey, get you upset by saying the wrong shit on purpose the first time, bro. Then he gets you all worked up. You start yelling. Now you get reactive. And he keeps saying 3 because he sees it is getting a rise out of you. Not because he's dumb. See that? The illusion outweighs the facade. He's never dumb. He's playing with you. Saying the wrong answer, he knows, oh, that's going to make you upset. So he just saying anything at that point until you set the what? The boundary. The boundary cuts off the pattern. See? Once the boundary's there, you like, okay, good night. I ain't finna play this shit with you. That now when has what's the name be? And then some parents are smart. They'll mention the game. Well, guess what? Let Sonic grab 2 rings, and then how many would he have? Then the kid be like, oh, that's my favorite game. So you said, oh yeah, when you get the 1, 1, 2. Oh yeah, so you get 2. Yeah, if you got 2 rings, that's 2. But now he became more perked up and interested. His energy changed because you mentioned something. You mentioned something he likes. That's how you know when a kid playing with you, bro. You mention something he like, all of a sudden he wants to answer the question right the first time. That I'm telling y'all, bro. If you apply this, bro, I'll do a video about this. Just for those that might, be confused or lost still. But like this it teaches you that people oftentimes just they pick on you just to play with you, bro. Just to create the pattern to play with you. They're creating a pattern to fuck with you, bro. And they just give you a hard time just for no reason. Just because they love it. They love messing with you. You be asking them something simple and they be acting like you asking them something difficult. Now, another thing is when your boundaries are mocked, that's another thing that make a Pisces snap. When honesty is punished, that can make a Pisces snap. And when authenticity is rejected. Now, this type of stuff is, I'm going to tell you, the point of no return. If you do these things to a Pisces, don't expect to ever talk to them ever again. When the respect is gone, you ain't going to hear from that Pisces no more. When the trust is gone, admiration is gone, emotional connection is gone, the hope is gone, the benefit of the doubt is gone, the excuses are gone, the attachment is gone, the illusion is gone. When the Pisces finally stop caring, and like I say, if a Pisces says, I don't care, they don't have to say it in a loud, screaming voice. They just say, I don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. You don't want a Pisces to get to that point, is what I'm saying. Because that means it is final. And they can say it in such a calm way. If you didn't hear it, you're cooked, bro. That could be you still contacting the Pisces because you were used to that with that Pisces. That's what you guys did every day. Talk to each other. You vented to them continuously. They chose to listen to you. They gave you good advice, but guess what? If they say I don't care anymore, it don't matter how long. Because time, I'm gonna tell you, people think, I've been talking to you, Pisces, for 6 years, and you decide to disrespect them. Guess what? Them 6 years don't mean nothing. You disrespected them, they're done with you. If they are, I'm telling you, no return. It's not because they're sensitive. It's not because, they didn't like you. It's the simple fact that the pattern, bro, they're not going to let that pattern repeat itself, bro. Because that pattern, if you allow that pattern to happen, bro, now the person going to keep doing it. They're going to waste your time. They're going to waste your energy. They don't mean you any good when they do this. See? Because what do we always say? They're going to play with you if you let them. See? Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not anger why Pisces crash out. Most people think it's anger. It's not anger. It's disappointment. It's disappointment because a Pisces will see your potential. And then you prove them wrong by doing some messed up crazy shit. And then the Pisces like, what? You out of all people? I thought you was da-da-da-da. And you did me like this? The disappointment is what make the Pisces crash out, not the anger. See? So once a Pisces realized that they believed in someone who never deserved it, that makes them crash out. See, if it's a relationship, it usually ends long before anyone notices that the Pisces is gone. See, so you could be reaching out only to not know that the Pisces is done. It's long gone out of there. See, you don't even think that, they would do such a thing, that they would just drop everything and leave. I'm telling you, a Pisces would rather do that than stay and just put up with stuff. So it ain't never about you making a lot of money of thinking they'll stay. Oh, you got a roof over your head, or you cook all the time, don't matter what it is, that's not going to make them stay. You can have a Ferrari, a Porsche, you could be rich, you can have big mansion, big house, woo businesses, and guess what? If you do anything of which I mentioned, they're gone. They don't care about material stuff. They can care less about all that stuff because Pisces knows the truth behind it and the illusion behind it, because you can't take it with you when you die. See, a Pisces knows that Lamborghini is not going to be in the in the dirt with you. See, it's just something for you to enjoy while you're here on Earth, but you can't take it with you. So the problem is what it is. Pisces looks at the afterlife as being the treasure versus what's here now because it's temporary. And it's a lesson to that, that of which is temporary should not be something that you put all your, your eggs in. Like you shouldn't hope for temporary things. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you have no control over it. You can't make it come with you. You can't take it to any place. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could drive to different states, do the same thing other people can that don't have the name brand things. And that's why I said it creates an illusion. See, it creates an illusion that there's a difference, but it's not. If your car can drive to the gas station, and even though it's not a name brand car, or that's not what I'm trying to say. If it's a car that's not like a big name brand or a name, it's not a Lamborghini, boom, both cars do the same thing. So what's the difference? Okay, you might say yours costs more, but that doesn't mean that it will do something different. See, but it's supposed to if you're going to compare them, see, to make things better. So if you compare two things that do the same thing, ain't no difference. See what I'm saying? Only difference is you pay more, but that don't mean that the cars do, your car flips or flies in the air. Is what is the difference? Why is it better? Now, you can't say, oh, it costs more. You could buy, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you could spend money on like something real nice, and guess what? You won't even be happy about it. You won't be happy about it because it all depends on why you bought it. And if you bought it, oh, to show off, then guess what? If you know what the craziest thing, like, let's say, because let's say a person is wealthy, they buy something nice, but I'm gonna tell you, but now they're afraid to let people see it or let people come over. What was the point of buying it? See, it's like, damn, you can't even enjoy it if you spend so much money on it because now you're worried about somebody, doing something to you. And it's like now you got a nice big crib and a bunch of toys in the driveway with no one to play with. See, it's like what is the point if you can't have the interaction or just have people there? Now that's different. Let's say you have your friends, your best, your friends that you really know and you're really close to, and then say like you guys decide to buy a house that you all lit, everyone lives in. That's different. But if you ain't got nobody to talk to, man, that's scary because you can be living alone, bro. You could be in that big house by yourself, have all them cars with nobody to hang out with, nobody to ride with. Because you got to understand the difference. Once you do certain things and make certain decisions in life, you got to make sure you enjoy them, bro. Because if it's on an if and a maybe, bro, you could literally be miserable as hell and be rich as fuck, bro, to where you will wish that you had some things that the lower class had. Like, damn, I wish I had a connection. I wish I could just talk to somebody, you know, and just vent. But they'd be like, damn, if they don't have the same thing I have, I can't even talk to them. So that difference, that's what I'm saying. The difference is now when you do certain things, you got to change your whole surroundings, bro, on a smaller scale to a larger scale. When you working a job every day, you can't. You can't expect to hang with the same folks. You got to know, okay, I got to hang with people that's doing the same thing, because it's going to be friction. It's going to be, it's not going to work. When you got people that's not working, but it's like having people that's more ambitious with people that's not, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be you or them. And it's like the situation can break you down. It could change the situation. But yeah, so that was the 100 reasons, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Um, I love y'all. Catch y'all on next one. Peace out.